All right, so y'all let me know if you can hear me because I had to set this up without any help. And I've been doing this for 3 hours now. 3 freaking hours. And I'm sure everybody has gotten notifications of Nora just went live. And I'm just like, no, I did not mean to do that. And then I deleted it. I had the worst luck trying to get this to work. So hopefully we're good. But yeah, I think I can check the chat at the same time. We'll see. Let me know if there's any lag and audio issues because like I said, this was completely different from Facebook streaming. I had no idea what I was doing and how to hook this up. So hopefully we are good. Also, I see everybody finally, joining my stream. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a year since I've actually live streamed. So I'm kind of nervous and hopefully we go good. And I see Laura. Hi, Laura. I love you so much. Thank you for coming tonight. I will try my best to keep up with the chat. This is completely out of my comfort zone to do a YouTube stream. So if I don't respond to you right away, I apologize that. But I'm going to do my best because it looks like my screen is like super tiny where I'm like streaming at compared to like, actual OBS. So I'll try my best. All right, let's catch up on this. Nora, do you use Streamlabs or OBS? I use OBS, which is a lot of reasons why I was having trouble getting this to actually set up. I also want to add, if you hear my cat like literally meowing in the background, that's her. Next stream we'll have a webcam on. Like I said, I had no time to even get ready because I was trying to set this up without any help. But I did it. I'm proud of that. All right, let's catch up on the chat. I don't post on YouTube, Kyle says. So I have several mods that will be popping in on stream tonight. So if y'all have questions and I can't respond to you right away, they got your back. And if y'all have any help or if y'all need any help on specific stuff tonight, let me know because this is a random save that we're working on. I started a new Japanese island and it is inspired by Tokyo, but it's a mixture of Kyoto as well. So I'm like trying to combine both vibes into one. I spent forever on these crosswalks. So I made these to add on to GUMITTO's roads. If you follow me on Instagram, I use her roads quite a bit. And so I made these. If we get extra design slots on the update that we're getting, I want to add one more, like going this way. But yes, if there is any lag whatsoever, y'all let me know. No promises I can fix it though, because I'm surprised we even got this far. All right, so how do I do this? I'm such a noob. Kyle, did you donate? Because it says Crossing with Kyle, $1.99. Because I love you. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot. All right. Oh my gosh, you're actually streaming. Yes. Okay, so I've been trying to stream on YouTube what feels like for several months. The last time I was trying to stream, I had a really bad toothache and then had to go get oral surgery. So that never happened. Let's catch up with the chat before we continue moving on. Thank y'all so much for coming tonight. It means so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have no idea what we're doing tonight, so just a heads up. Froggy Sarah says, hi, I just came in and I see, yes, Nintendo, please give me more custom design slot space. True that, because I've already used a crud ton of space. I'm so happy to catch your stream. I'm excited to be here live with you. Thank y'all so much. It means a lot. And it also would mean a ton if y'all would share this stream with your friends, share my channel, etc. because I'm still trying to grow my channel. Many of you know that I used to be Facebook streaming like all the time, and then I transitioned over to YouTube about, almost 8 months ago. So yeah, never enough custom design slots for sure. So I need y'all's opinion on something. And oh my gosh, Nikki, thank you so much for the donation. Y'all are so amazing. I'm freaking out. Poor Nora, it has been endless struggles for this stream. First tech issues, the teeth issues, then the charger died. Happy it's working out. Thank you so much, BB Brat. I think I said your username right. But thank you for the charger because this wouldn't have happened without that donation. She got me a new charger, so I'm very thankful for that. But yes, thank y'all so much. I'm also working on my island. Gotta finish before the update. Yeah, so this island, if all goes well, I'll probably add update stuff to it. and like do a new dream address with it. But yeah, so here is my plan. Let me know if this sounds stupid, because like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what vibe this is going to be. But modern Tokyo meets like the brown codes like this. So like combining modern with that. So like if y'all are doing a Japanese island and you're using similar codes like that, it would be like a combination of that meets modern. So if that sounds dumb, let me know. But that's kind of like where I'm going for, I guess, at the moment, because we're so stinking limited on items. But that's like the vision that I have. I kind of wish we could get a few more design slots. Same here. But yeah, so I'm going to try my best to get the chat. What time is it like right now for me? It's almost 7 p.m. Central Time Zone. So I was going to stream at 8 o'clock, but we ended up streaming an hour earlier because my daughter went to bed. So yeah. Thank y'all. All right, so I'm going to try my best to go back and forth with the chat, but this is what I have so far. This is GUMITTO's Road on Instagram. If you don't know who that is, I have her linked on like all of my posts every time I post something. So I haven't posted for like a few days just because I'm not sure what I want to do yet. But this is what I got so far. This took forever. So basically, like, this is supposed to represent like Tokyo. But if I could edit this, it would be like a giant glass building with billboards. But obviously we don't have that. So I thought this was a great way to like put my plaza like into a build without it being like, you know, too out there. And then over here we transition to just, I have no idea yet. And then up here is like a perspective of like, you know, a tunnel. And then you can walk above it. So that is basically all I have right now. And I was thinking right here, we could just do like random apartments maybe. So this is going to be maybe apartments with like a perspective like right here. And then I want to make sure you can still like walk behind this. No idea where this is going to transition to yet. As many know, I wing my builds. I never have a plan every time I go into them. So yes, let me go ahead and catch up with the chat because for some reason I cannot see the chat at the same time, but it's probably because I'm such a noob at this. I can't wait to see your island with all the new items. Have you seen those blue tall fence / gate things? Yes, I did, and I freaked out because I immediately thought about a school build with that. My main island is similar to this idea, so I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Kyle says your outfit for all the islands you make are so cute. Thank you. I have a pretty cute outfit on, I think, today. That tunnel looks so good. Thank y'all so much. You're super kind. Like I said, I promise I'll try to keep up with the chat as best as I can. And thank y'all so much for being here with me tonight. So most of you know that I have code word a magic switch. And I'm kind of afraid to like set the magic on this tonight because lots of people flagged my videos. But I might set it up like, you know, like my playback speed at least up a little bit so we have like a little bit of faster animation. So with that being said, I am setting my speed up through my editor, just so y'all know. So you're gonna see me kind of like spaz out a little bit, kind of like on a speed build. So it is up a little bit more. But yes, code word magic. How do you have cherry blossoms on October 1st? So I'm in Southern Hemisphere on here. I always choose all of my Japanese islands to be in Southern Hemisphere because I don't want bunny day eggs all over my trees. So every time I do a cherry blossom island, it's always going to be on Southern Hemisphere in October. Oh my gosh, I love it. Where do you get all the inspiration? Totally just like winging this. My brother was in the military and was stationed in Japan for like about 10 years, I think. Roughly about that. So a lot of my inspiration for all of my Japanese islands comes from real life photos where he was staying, etc. This looks so cool. I want my next island theme to look like a Japanese slice of life anime. Yes, I guess in a way that's kind of like some of my inspiration too. Might be from slice of life. But I'm trying really hard to like keep this in a different aesthetic in a way too. I don't watch a ton of anime, but I'm very familiar with some of them. Oh, that's horrible that people flag your video. Yeah, that's why my swamp video got removed. Like several of them. Magic switches are amazing. Thank you. Exactly. But yeah, so I'm going to have my playback speed increased. Just so like on a speed video, it's a little bit faster. We're not sitting here forever watching me craft. But yes, so let's go ahead and get my hard hat on. And if you're doing a Japanese theme, let me know if there's anything you're struggling with. This stream is definitely going to show basically how I work and how my brain works through all these builds. Again, I trial and error everything that I do. So, I mean, I don't really have a set way on how I build. It's just hoping for the best and hoping it doesn't look like poo. But one of my favorite things to start out with is working from the bottom up to the top. So we're going to cover up all this ugly terraform, and I'm probably going to use dark brown bookshelves. And I think I have some already in my inventory. I do not. So we're going to use that, and then my favorite simple panel to use on any Japanese build is the copper color, which makes no sense that it's named copper. It's literally dark brown, but Nintendo with their weird names. So it's like the dark brown shade, but it's technically called copper if you're trying to like get it. So I am just going to go ahead and customize right here real fast. I think we're going to do the first level with maybe, I'm going to check my custom design codes because I have no idea. I think we're going to do maybe these two. I know, well, maybe this will be the top. I like using the screens on my second level a lot. And I like using these on my bottom level. But it depends, honestly, how the build looks. I also have a lot of modern codes. As you can see, my goal is to like basically combine modern with the Kyoto vibe, you know, areas. So like in the Kyoto districts, it's a lot of brown buildings. So that is kind of like where I'm going with. I don't know if it's going to work out because I've never seen anybody combine, you know, super ultra modern with that. But we're going to hope for the best. And I'm going to catch up with the chat too, as I mentioned earlier. For some reason, I can't see it at the same time, which is really weird. But I'm probably just a huge noob at this still, so bear with me. That's really unfortunate. Like, if you don't like a magic switch vibes, just please move on to a different video. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. I have no idea what we're making. Probably just some random apartments right now to fill this in. A lot of, like, my fillers are, like, apartment buildings. So I think that's what we're going to do. So if you're trying to do a Japanese island, we're going to be doing a filler apartment. Nothing too specific right now. So I think we're going to do this on my base. So it will be over here. This will be the brown siding. And then we'll have our apartments. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to be, but I'm thinking we're just going to call it general apartments for now. So, of course, first things first, cover up that terraform. A lot of my buildings start with a bookshelf base like this to hide that. And then I usually like to frame it all the way around and then use stalls. But again, like, I have no idea on this layout yet. I'm just going to hope for the best and hope it doesn't look like poo. So we're just going to try this and see how it goes. And then I love using Zen fencing too as rooftops. So that is kind of like what we're going for right now. It's just like a simple little apartment. I would love to do a lit up area over here. So basically, like, you see how this road is right here? I will transition that into something like this. And then on each side of me will be like illuminated apartments. Very similar to actually kind of like in a way that apartment tutorial that I did on my YouTube channel. But this one's going to be a little bit differently. It's going to have a lot more illumination. I'm not sure if I'm going to have this set at night. I'm thinking early, like morning, roughly around 5 o'clock a.m. So kind of a different aesthetic in a way. So like I said, we're going to probably place that panel that I customized like right here. So what I like to do is 2 windows and then I rotate it. That's kind of like how I place my stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just like get all my panels real fast and check the chat. Let's see. Catching up on the chat real quick. I don't understand why people flag things. Animal Crossing is a design game. You're not hurting anyone. Thank y'all so much. City Core motto, when in doubt, apartment out. Exactly. Like a lot of my buildings are apartments. It reminds me of the Sim streamers that have mods. They don't get reported because it's not hurting anyone either. It's not a competitive game, so it's like that's why I was like kind of like caught off guard by it. When the update comes, you should do a community garden on a rooftop. That was actually something we were discussing on Discord earlier. So I have this idea. Feel free to steal it. You know how the sugarcane is one of the crops that we're getting? I would love to do a rural-style Japanese island, and that becomes my rice field. So if you are doing a Japanese theme, want to incorporate that in somehow, I feel like that would be a really cool like design. So that is something I know I'm going to do. I'm using the layout to Rustboro for my island. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so excited for the update. Yeah, what are y'all most excited for? Obviously, if you saw like my collab with Console Kato, y'all already know what I'm excited for. But definitely all the city core and construction items. They are my absolute favorite. Oh wait, why am I trying to customize again? We already did that. All right, so placing my panels here. And like I said, I have no idea why I can't see my chat right now for some reason. So I pinky promise I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm pretty sure it's something super easy to fix so I can see it. But I'll just, you know, flip-flop back and forth. So yes, this is all going to be the windows, I think. Let me go ahead and read chat real quick because I'm sure y'all are saying some stuff. Do you happen to have the codes to all the designs? I see some building codes that I'd love to use. So I know this doesn't help if you don't have Instagram, and I apologize for that, but I will add all the codes after the stream is over into the description. But they are all on my Instagram on the highlights, and highlights are the clickable circles that I label. So all of these codes are already on there. Let's see. I spaz out fangirl moment every 5 seconds in the truck. I think we all did. I wanted to make more of a rural Japanese area near the back, so the crops are a must, for sure. I honestly really hope we get to customize Plaza, because obviously, like, when you're doing Japanese islands, you have this European-styled exterior, and it just does not suit at all. Hey, Aaron. Thank you for coming to the stream. Aaron is one of our mods tonight, so all the mods will have blue names. So like I said, if I am not responding to you, I pinky promise it's not me ignoring you. I just am a total noob at this. And for some reason, I cannot figure out how to get my chat up next to my stream at the same time. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Hold on real second. I am going to fix my window. I think I figured it out. I am such a noob at this. Y'all love me though, okay? Bear with me. Let me go ahead and like crop my screen a little bit. And then I think I can read the chat by doing it like this. We're gonna like rig it, make it work. And then I'm gonna pull, oh my gosh, my idea is now failing. I am trying to read y'all's chat at the same time. I mean, we are called Horrible Gaming. Don't expect this stream to be anything too special. Obviously, because most of the stream is going to be me trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. So my name actually suits me for once. All right. I don't know how to get this to actually work now. Okay, so I'm just going to have to pop in on the chat as I can. So I apologize for that. Hopefully, you know, next stream I'll have it figured out by then. I went to your old Japanese dream address and helped a lot with inspo. Thank you for your builds and winging it. Thank you so much. Can you pop out the chat maybe? That's what I was trying to do. And for some reason, it's like not showing. I'm sure there's like a setting that I don't know about. This is like my first stream officially on YouTube. With Facebook streaming, I could see the chat and everything while building. So it's really weird. What I'll probably try to do is see if I can pull it up on my phone and just do it that way. But it's really weird. I just don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm just a complete noob at this. Let me go ahead and just read the chat, I guess, while I try to figure this out. I am going to watch my own stream. We're going to try to do that and then see if I can read the chat that way. Because obviously I cannot figure out how to do it any other way. This is why we love you so much. Horrible Gaming. Y'all ask, why do I name myself Horrible Gaming? It's because I don't know how to work my own stream. Get that soda, Francine. Where can I find your dream addresses? So I know a lot of y'all who were on my channel were saying that you can't access like Instagram because you don't have one. I just made a video of me visiting literally every single dream address that I've made. I was really shocked to find out that that was 15 islands because I forgot how many islands I've made. Anyways, it's one of my last videos, and I have all the dream addresses listed out if you don't want to hear me roast myself in every single island that I visit. But if you do want to hear me roast myself, feel free to go watch that. Your character, blink, blink, blink. Literally me right now as I'm like streaming though. Me trying to like figure out how to even work all this. We're just spazzing out. Okay, so my food just got here, so I'm gonna hop off for like 30 minutes and I'll be back. No problem, Kyle. Thank you for moderating the chat tonight. And yeah, so my characters or villagers on this island at the moment are these. And I wanted to have them as like my K-pop sort of celebrities. So I got Chrissy and Francine and Judy for that. Then I got Marshall because it's Marshall. I mean, no explanation needed. And then Raymond, I just thought he suited kind of like the modern style. My island is named Tokyo, written in Japanese. So that is what my island looks like at the moment. Your islands are iconic, Nora. Oh my gosh, that means so much. Thank you. And let me go ahead and read. Do you have any advice for building a forever home island sorts so I can look good in all seasons? I want to stop resetting and have an island to play day by day. So one of my biggest advices, for example, this island, I have been able to make it work in every single season. I know it's not done yet, but what I suggest doing if you have a forever island that you don't want to reset, use codes that you can basically save over for each season. For example, on my Japanese islands, I use a fence, like either it's a green fence or it's an orange fence for fall. Over, save that code, and then you have that to change with each season. And if you're doing like a cherry blossom island, obviously switching out all the cherry blossom items to like fall, etc. So that's kind of like what I used to do on my islands. For example, Akala Isle, that was my very first city core. And that was before I had a magic switch. That was my forever island. As you can see, the last time I played it was in winter. So I just changed out certain codes and decor for the season. That island originally was in springtime. So I obviously can't edit that anymore because I deleted the island. So that is like what I used to do. And I still do that. So I still need to find a forever island. I don't have one right now. All right, let's see if I can catch up on the chat. This street's really coming together since I last seen it, Aaron says. I'm finally finished my angled crosswalks. If we get more design codes, I would love, because I prepped this area right here, I would love to do one more, like, angle. Let's see, catching up on the chat. You can pop out the chat from YouTube in the bottom right. Maybe just mute the stream, minimize the window, and then keep the second chat window up. Oh, let me try that. That's a great idea. Let's go ahead and try that real quick. I'm going to open up that tab right now and try to do that. I like that idea. That's not a bad idea since I don't know what the heck I am doing. So let's go ahead and try that real fast and then we'll continue building. I apologize again that I am like such a noob at this. I am like super new at streaming on YouTube, but I'm hoping that next stream I will actually know what the heck I am doing because clearly I don't know what I'm doing at all. But yeah. You're welcome. I'm pretty sure my mother-in-law is trying to call me because I feel like my phone going nuts. And every time I tell her I'm about to stream, she's like, oh, I need to call Nora. And now she's calling my phone. So I am just going to not answer her. But yes, I swear every single time I go live. And they're like, why are you live streaming? I'm like, seriously? But yes, that is like how my in-laws are. All right, so I think I got the chat pulled up. It's kind of in my way on OBS because that's where I'm playing on, but I think I got it. Thank you so much, B-Brat, for that help. This actually works really lovely. Yes, I love Chester. He's so cute. I love that we'll be able to change the design of our homes next update. Me too. Oh my gosh. B-Brett says, I'm onto you. Okay, so I did one of my dream addresses in Japanese, which was Hyun City, but written in Japanese. That's Castelia City from Pokemon in Japanese. And I was like, nobody's going to know this that doesn't know Japanese. And then I was like, wait, people who know Japanese probably are going to know this. But I was just like, I couldn't think of a name for it, so I named it that. And B-Brat's like, I see what you did. I was like, dang it. You are the only person that has told me that so far. All right, so we are going to go ahead and now customize some brown siding. And a lot of people ask me, what the heck, Nora, are you using on the sides of your buildings? So there is the same creator actually with those windows that I'm using right now, which is found on my very first City Core highlights on Instagram. You can also, if you don't have Instagram, go to my other Japanese videos and have all these codes, except the new ones that I'm using, listed out in the video's description. For example, like the Zen Garden build, same windows. And inside there, the creator has a code that says deck on it, but I think it works really great as building siding. So I'm using that deck code for my siding. This also works great too if I'm limited on space. If I wanted to make like a Zen garden area, I also have now technically a deck code. So that's how I make my design slots go further. For a lot of people who've been asking me, how do you have so much extra design space? I just try to basically do stuff like that. Think about where I can reuse codes. And yes, Francine is the pop star of my island. And she just used the crosswalk. I like it when my villagers use them. I wonder if they're actually going to like walk on this at all. I saw Coco there earlier, but she wasn't walking really at an angle. But I still really like angled sidewalks. I think they're super cool. So yeah, we're just going to cover all of this up with panels, and then we're going to work our way up. Oops, that's the wrong one. We're going to do that one right here. So yeah, I have no idea what my plan is for this specific building, but we're just going to trial and error. All right, so let's go ahead, and also right here, I'm going to use a screen with a standee code, and it's gonna be this one for like a door. And as you can see, if you're wanting these codes, they're criteria search. So I usually sit on criteria search for hours. So door for that one, and I have no idea where I found this one. It was inside a random MA code, and that's where I found this one. And I know this is technically Chinese, but it was the closest thing I could find to the window style that I wanted. Let me go ahead and read up on the chat. I've been waiting for this. So exciting. Thank you, Nora Luna. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from? I'm Australian, so I can't tell apart American, I assume, accents. So I am from Louisiana, but I originally lived near Canada. So basically, I am a Canadian living in the South. Super weird. Have this weird accent because of it, which is basically like Yankee mixed with Southern accent. So I've been in Louisiana for 8 years now, and so like my Canadian accent has become Southern. It's very weird, so I don't know how else to explain it. So, but if it makes you feel any better, I'm technically on usually Australia's time zone because my sleep schedule is super whack. I don't know what sleep is, but right now it's on schedule. I don't know how long that's going to be. I'm probably going to make coffee at 10 p.m. tonight, so there's that. Where can I find this path? So I'm going to type in the chat real fast. On GUMITTO on Instagram. Let me go ahead and get her actual user handle for you. I also have her codes also like linked on my Instagram. Okay, I'm actually really afraid to mess with this window right now. So let me pull up my phone real fast. Give me a second. I'll get you the exact username. But this is one of my great friends. I use all of her roads. The only thing that isn't by her is this right here. I've made this edition, and I can actually get you my MA code right now real fast. And this is because this stream is going to stay up. It'll stay here forever. So let me go ahead and pull that up. I've uploaded the angled crosswalks already. But let me go ahead and get my friend's username. I always forget what her username looks like on Instagram. Sorry, GUMITTO, if you're watching, because I always forget your username. Okay, so let me go ahead and type it for you. GUMITTO _ I think that, oh, whoops. I had a typo. Ignore. Okay, remove the I on GUIM. Remove the I in GUMITTO, and that's the tag. That's my MA code, and this is the designs that I've posted that I've added on to her road design, which are the angled crosswalks, and I've labeled them for y'all as best as I can. And then we have this little bike code. GUMITTO actually made these, but I was able to add those designs onto my MA with magic switch skills. Try not to say the word MOD so my video doesn't get flagged. But yes, so that is what we have over here at the moment. All right, let's see. I'm catching up on the chat. Will you be willing to make an island inspired by a series of anime you enjoy sometime? I think that would be really neat. So how many of y'all who do watch anime know the anime called Samurai Deeper Kyo? Basically Demon Eyes Kyo. Do y'all know that anime? It's a lot older. That's what I grew up on. The older styled animes. I'm thinking about doing an island around that at some point. I don't watch a lot of anime because mostly I don't know any good ones. I'm very behind on that. So if y'all have any recommendations, don't be afraid to leave them in the chat because I'll reread the chat when the stream is over. Thank you so much for that. Yes, GUMITTO is the Instagram for the roads. That's it. I had a typo when I was posting that, so I apologize. But I use all of her roads, and I also, if you don't have Instagram, I used her roads on one of my older YouTube videos. So if you go onto my channel, there's a video on how to place Nora English road designs, and she is also linked, and the MA code is provided into that video's description. Unfortunately, I don't, but I'm excited to see. Well, if you have any anime recommendations, leave them in the comment section for me, because I love using those also as inspiration for my builds. This is going to be part of my door. I'm so sorry for typing the alt magic word. Oh no, you're fine. We should be good. I have right now basically my speed set through like my streaming program, so it's like a speed build kind of style. So we should be good. I mean, I'm not going to be using mods on this stream just to be safe. I know I just said it right now, but that's in case, you know, YouTube tries to flag it. I'm not, so they can deal with it. I think a Demon Slayer inspired island would be interesting. That would be. Okay, so that's funny that you say that. I have an island already prepped out for a winter Japanese theme. So that's really funny that you wrote that. I am going to be doing one of my winter themed islands is going to be a Japanese island set during winter time. So that is something to look forward to if you've wanting to do something like that. I'm doing a spring core island and I need tips. So I'm the worst person to ask tips for when it comes to spring core because I'm absolute trash at spring core and anything natural. Like the naturals that I did do are very easy because I don't really decorate with them. But I can try my best with some tips if you have a specific thing you want to ask. No promises on that. All right. Let me go ahead and now, let's see. We already customized our panels, and then that's going to be my door. So I'm using a standee here. We're going to be using a crud ton of stalls. So if you're going to do a city core island, especially one that is Japanese themed, make sure you have plenty of materials because I'm going to be using a lot of stalls. Also, again, if you hear my cat in the background, she's just being really annoying. So just ignore that. But yeah. I would definitely suggest joining my Discord because we have free treasure islands where you can get a bunch of materials and items for that. So how is it sped up? Through my editing right now. I have it set up like a speed build, so it doesn't take as long for us. So it's going to look really wonky for that reason. I apologize. No, this is not a recording. This is a live stream. Well, yes and no. I mean, like it is a live stream, but I am recording it at the same time. Really weird, I know. That's cool. I attempted one sometime, but scrapped it. I cannot say that word because I'll butcher it, but I know exactly which you're talking about. So that sounds amazing. I'm really bad at pronouncing words. Oh my gosh, do you hear my cat in the background? I'm so sorry. Every time she knows I'm doing something, she's like, how can I really piss my owner off? All right, so I'm going to be using this roof code right here. Thank you so much for placing the Discord link. That's one of my other mods. That is the Discord. And if you want free items to help you get city core stuff done faster, definitely join there. Keep in mind that these are hosted as time allows. So please don't join the Discord and as the first thing you join in there. When is a treasure island going to be open? Because in our treasure island rules, we state that we open them as time allows. However, these are usually hosted almost every single day. Just make sure you follow the rules. And also have your roles set so you get notified every time we open them. Your cat is loving your Japanese city core for real. Facts. Hey, at least she's complimenting. Let her talk, Aaron says. I absolutely love your Discord. Yes, thank y'all so much. A lot of y'all are on my Discord. We usually do laid back streams in my Discord. So if you don't see me live streaming on YouTube, chances are I'm probably live streaming inside my Discord. So that's another reason why I recommend joining that because they're very laid back streams. They're not professional at all. We have like a music bot playing. We do sometimes like games in there. It's just a different experience from what YouTube has. So I definitely recommend doing that too because you'll get to see me be stupid because it's always fun to do stuff like that. All right, I'm going to pull this down a little bit, actually. So I'm adjusting things as needed. I'm trying to think about how I want this to be placed. So bear with me. Maybe I'll push it back down. This is how my brain works. So you're going to see me mess around a lot. So yeah, I think we're going to combine the brown styled buildings with the modern style. So it's going to be a lot different for a Tokyo modern styled island, but I think it'd be really cool. A lot different from what we usually see. So let me see. I just joined the Discord. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. I'm reading on the chat. It is sped up. Yes, it is sped up right now. I can do that through some softwares that I have right now. I'm sorry I would be more like elaborate on this, but I have to be very careful on what words I use so my video does not get flagged. But yes, it is not a recording. This is live right now, and it's sped up through certain programs that I have. That way we have the speed build effect without me taking forever customizing stuff. Just so you know. Oh my gosh, that's so rude of her, Britt. That's hilarious. What did I miss? You're actually streaming. Yes, Gummitto. There's the creator of the roads. If y'all were asking earlier who were the creators of this road design that I'm using, and that is the person right there. Love Gummitto's roads more than anything. All right, so I'm going to be placing now stalls up here. Whoops. Trying to push these down real fast. And we're going to line all of this with stalls. But then when we get over here, this is going to be really weird. And you're going to see how I fill that in a second. But this is our second level of our just random apartment. Nothing special. The goal right here is just to do a nice little filler. Also, I cannot wait for the new fencing item to come in because I saw the iron fencing was coming in like a gray color. Like a dark matte gray. So this is going to look a lot nicer than just blue. So I cannot wait for that. Super hyped for it. And yes, Gum, I'm actually streaming for once. I'm so confused. Lucas, I am actually live streaming right now. Yes, Gummy is popular. Are you using the TV above the stack machine as a billboard? If so, that's epic, dude. Yes, exactly. I'm so glad you noticed that because I put this on all of my city cores and somebody asked me, why do I use so many LCD TVs on my city core? And I use them as billboards. So I'm hoping to do like a bunch of billboards on a certain spot to kind of like mimic, you know, that iconic area in Tokyo. So that is the plan. Thank you for the hot dog emote and 99 cents, Drew. Thank you so much. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Honestly, your videos and content has really inspired me to play AC again. I finished my island when the custom code limit was set to 50, which definitely held me back. I totally get that. Hi, Isabel. Welcome to the stream. I have had zero motivation to play Animal Crossing lately until the update was released. Like, you know, the direct came. Once I saw that, I was like, okay, I am back in routine. Sorry about my cat, by the way. Are you going to post the stream as a video when you're done? Yep, the stream will stay up. So if you can't stay for the whole entire stream the whole entire time, don't worry, this will stay up. Unlike on Discord, when I do stream, these actually stay up. So it'll be on my channel. I'll probably make a new playlist for like streams, but I'm going to add this also into like my playlist for Japanese content too. All right. Wait, that's so smart. Are you talking about the billboard thing? It's been like my favorite thing to do on all of my cities. It just adds a little bit more to the island in my opinion. I honestly really hope that we get legit billboards. Imagine if we got a billboard item we could customize with like our own patterns. I would freak out. I'm just saying, I made a video on Brewster and then they announced Brewster was coming. And then so many people can back me up for this on Discord. I said, I hope we get Kidcore Carnival items because of that cartoon town that we're doing. And we got Kidcore items. Just saying, I might be a lucky charm. Not the cereal. The billboard thing would be insane, yeah. All right, they make the island look so much more alive, kind of like how it has its own bustling economic and pop culture. Yes, exactly. Hey, Nora, so excited for your stream. Welcome, thank you so much. I am building just a general Japanese apartment right now. This is the new island that I've started. I haven't posted on my Instagram for a few days, mostly because I've been trying to figure out what works for this and what doesn't. So this is basically inspired by Tokyo right here. I'm really upset that I couldn't do like actual glass buildings right here with like billboards and stuff, but I feel like for my plaza kind of being hidden like this, it works. If Nintendo were to add customizable billboards, I'd make one advertising Brewster's Pigeon Milk. I love it. She's our lucky charm. This is the building that I'm doing right here. It is made out of bookshelves, simple panels, and stalls. I just started watching your videos literally yesterday, and you've inspired me to do my own Japanese city core island after the update drops, and I restarted my island. So thanks, Nora. Oh my gosh, that means so much. Y'all, I've been getting so many messages from y'all saying that you are doing a city core island now, like you've never done one before, and it makes me so happy because a lot of people don't do city core. They feel like it's really hard to accomplish. So that's why I started my channel. I wanted to be able to show that y'all can make a city core island and it's not as difficult as it seems. So let's go ahead and customize the red table lamps. So that is what I use as my lanterns. And I found this lantern design just under criteria search lantern. Nothing too crazy. It's just a basic red lantern. So yeah, you can customize these and it adds illumination. So we're just going to use several of these on these stalls. So let's go ahead and go place those. We're going to be placing them on every single stall up here. So it's going to just add more to that. And then behind the stalls, we're going to be placing simple panels. So we are going to be using a lot of table lamps on any Japanese island that I do. It's just like a staple. I wish we had an actual lantern item. That would be great. I mean, you sold yourself as a city core in Kato's video, Pepe Sip. I know, I thought about that after the collab with Kato, like Console Kato. I was like, I really love city core and trash items. And I'm just like, I literally just basically said, yes, I'm only doing city core from now on. I mean, it is a true thing. I've tried doing a natural like so many times this week and it just hasn't happened. Trash bags are my cottage core. It's just not going to change. I'm sorry. If I'm going to make it like a natural, it'll be with trash bags, worst case scenario. But yeah, city core is my cottage core. I'm trying to do a city core and makes it feel like a new game when you walk around. I love doing city core. Oops, I did not. I hate when that happens. When we kick up our own path, it's like the worst thing ever. So now I have to go back in here and replace the concrete. So let's go ahead and just do that. Any flowers you recommend to fill natural space on rural Japanese themed island? Do you like green mums at all? Because I'm obsessed with the green mum flower. I would place that. And I like using white flowers. I like to keep, basically on any city core that I do, my color palette will usually just be green and different colored of white flowers. For example, on this one, I'm probably just going to stick to that color scheme too for my flowers, unless I decide to add like a Zen garden area, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have space for that. I'm putting trash bags or my cottage core on a shirt. Can we just like start like merch like that? Like when I get big enough and start my own merch, I will make a shirt that says trash bags are my cottage core, because that is how I feel. That is literally everything to me. Isabel, I am making a Japanese styled building with different items. Japanese islands just be hitting different. Seriously though, like one of my friends was like, Nora, why do you always do Japanese islands? I'm like, first of all, are you really asking that question right now? And there's just so many great items in the game for it. Like, they just have my heart. That's what I want to see, a natural with trash bags as cottage core. Imagine being that person to post an island of like cottage core style, but everything is with construction and trash items. I wonder if people would actually take it serious or not. Hi, Nora. This is my first live with you. Thank you so much. I hope I say your name right. Liana, is that right? This is my first stream with you. I used to stream on Facebook. Several of you here, I recognize your usernames. Y'all were with me on my Facebook streams. So, super exciting. Do you ever decorate your house before? I am super bad about decorating beaches and houses. However, with this update, I might just decorate my house for once. A lot of y'all were making fun of me in my Discord channel because I never do my beaches or houses. And y'all were like, Nora, are you actually going to do your house for once? I'm like, if I'm getting that kind of an exterior on my building and I'm getting more to use inside said house, then yes, I will decorate my house. I'm adjusting these real fast, y'all. They're just my lanterns. So give me a second to fix that. Not a flower, but to the person who was asked, yes, the hydration shrubs. Oh my gosh, they make great greenery for sure, especially if you don't let them bloom. This is the first video I'm watching on this channel. Well, thank you so much, Trust, for coming over here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nora, and we just do a lot of Animal Crossing content, but I'm hoping to actually add non-Animal Crossing content to my channel once the Pokemon games come, and I'm so excited for that. We're going to be adding that to my channel. And if you have any game recommendations too, those are always appreciated. After the update, everyone is just going to silently grab their Switches. Yes, facts. Alright. I think we're going to go ahead and now get some more simple panels to customize them and change the color. So, beaches do not exist for me. Yes, they don't. I always, like, ignore my beaches. Everybody's like, Nora, can you do a video on beaches? And I'm like, no, because I don't do my beaches at all. I just noticed you don't have your zoomed out camera mod. Yes, I am trying to learn how to build without it. So long story short, I like taking wide camera photos for people, but I am trying to learn how to build without it, mostly because the perspectives that I want to do on this island, I want to make sure everyone can see them. Thank you so much for subscribing. That means a lot. So, little about me if you're new to my channel. First of all, yes, my name is Nora. I know I've said that like 3 times. But I started my YouTube channel about 8 months ago. I used to Facebook stream only. Basically, I ended up on YouTube because so many of my people here who have watched me since day one when I had literally nobody on Instagram or my Facebook told me, Nora, please make a YouTube channel so I don't dox myself. And I'm like, I don't want to make a YouTube channel. And then everybody was just like, please make a YouTube channel. I was like, fine, I'll make a YouTube channel. Gosh, okay. So then we made a YouTube channel. How do you go about your river mouth? I usually ignore them on my city core, but like, I think my fall themed island was the first island I've actually put effort into using water on. So I don't know what I'm going to do for this one yet. Oh, I might need to edit these panels. Let me see. Can you actually make a city, a beach would look amazing? I'm sure. I'm not sure what the comment meant. Sorry, I read that totally awful. Let's see. Are you excited about the new Stardew game? Yes, I am. I would love to add that to my channel. I love Stardew Valley so stinking much. I don't know if you know this, but this is Nora. Yes, my name is Nora. Nora the Ignora. Stop it, Kyle. Y'all, okay, so on my Discord, Kyle bullies me, just so y'all know. Kyle bullies me because somehow I end up stealing everybody's, like, you know, on Discord, how you can have, like, your own role. Like, if you're on Discord, you know what I'm talking about. For some reason, I am collecting everybody's server roles for some reason. Like, I have Kyle's role, like the King Kyle role. I have Dramatic's role right now. I'm pretty sure I have Lady Bird's role too. I might have removed that. But yes, somehow I'm collecting all of that and I have no idea why. Have you tried a rustic city island? Yes, that was my first city island. And also, yes, I plan to not remove that. I plan to redo that. I want to do a new rustic island really bad. So I'm hoping to do that once the update comes. Basically, I am obsessed with Japanese islands. So I'm using this kind of like to keep me playing until the update comes. And, I mean, if all goes well, this will probably have a dream address. I'm so happy you did. You make City Core so accessible, but because most City Core are only Japanese. Oh, yeah, this is true, though. I am trying to do a lot of different City Core vibes, but that rustic one is definitely on my to-do list. This road pattern is incredible. The road is by GUMITTO. Yes, you do need the road Mito roll. Hey Gum, how do you think about the angled crosswalks? I think I did a pretty good job with matching them to yours. Let me know what you think about them. I tried my best. Gonna dip for a second to cook dinner. No problem. I had Pringles for dinner. Part of like the best dinner ever. So healthy. That is what I had. I'm too lazy to cook right now. Let's see. You had the muted roll. I still have the muted roll, Kyle. I don't even know who gave me that. Like, I was pretty sure I'm on the no-fly list roll, too. I'm just collecting them. My absolute favorite villager, which a lot of people don't like, is Coco. top favorite villager. Love her so much. B-Brat loves Coco too. It's her favorite villager. She loves it when you send pictures of Coco. It's her absolute favorite one. If not city core, what island theme? So like basically what is my favorite theme without it being city core? Oh, that's going to be a hard one. I don't like cottage core. Sorry. I mean, I do like it at some point, but I just can't get into it. If I was to do something that wasn't city core, like no roads whatsoever, traditional forest core, that is probably what I would do. Like, I'm talking no natural, like, cottage core stuff added to it, like a true, legit forest with, like, mountain landscape, etc. Those are the only type of naturals I can actually get into for some reason. Pringles for dinner, yes. Honestly, love this island so far. I'm going to get my Switch for inspiration. I'm so glad. Yes, steal any ideas that you need. That is what we do. I love Coco so much. She is a baby. Yes, Miss Pee-Pee Hands. I know, GUMITTO. Everybody makes fun of them. It was so funny because, like, my friend Emwa, like, if you follow my Instagram, you know who Emwa is. She made my Instagram highlight covers, and she's like, I'm sorry, Nora, but I am not making Coco's hands not safe for work. And I'm like, why do you look at her hands like that way? She is an innocent baby. And she's like, I'm sorry, they're not going to look like her actual hands. I'm like, I understand. I love her so much. She's a baby. I love city core. It always will be one of my favorites. So here's how our first apartment is going. It's nothing too special. It's just for fillers. Can you make a video about some tips and tricks to making a city core island? Yours inspired me a lot. Have you checked out my other videos? We do a ton of city core tutorials. But yes, I still plan to do a lot of different city core themes on my YouTube channel. I mean, we're still going to finish up that kid core theme, which is going to happen once the update comes. I refuse to finish it until the update comes because of all the items we're getting. It's not going to be an island theme that I plan to do ever again. So I want it to be at its like absolute best. Coco is a sweetie. I would fight to defend her honor. Thank you. Maybe in the stream you could visit fans' islands with other fans if you like the idea. So trust, that was actually going to be our stream tonight, but I'm having issues with setting up certain things for some reason. So I'm hoping that next stream we can do a dream address because I want my webcam on for that. I want y'all to see my reactions when I tour your islands because it's just a more immersive experience with the webcam on, you know? So I want to make sure my webcam's on so y'all can see my reaction. Because, I mean, facial expression means a lot, especially when you're touring somebody else's island. So I really want to make sure that webcam is on when I do that DA stream. I couldn't get it to work tonight for some reason. So that's the huge reason why it's not on right now. I love how you're so open to helping players and letting them take lots of inspo. I mean, like, isn't that the point of the Animal Crossing community? I don't understand how other people get so mad about that. I want to be able to help y'all. That's why we did this YouTube channel. Wow, you're doing great at this. Thank you so much. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Oh no, I should have checked first. My bad. I'm new here. There's no worries. Just this is for everybody who is new. If you want to get some city core help and tips, we definitely got videos. But I'm planning to start streaming like this every single week. Like, this is my first official stream back. I'm thinking we'll stream every single Saturday. The time will probably be around this time, so around 8 p.m. Central Time. However, if that changes, you'll get the notification when I go live too. But I'm thinking I'm going to stream every single weekend. We do also stream in my Discord. These are non-professional streams. Unfortunately, they aren't, you know, recorded and they don't stay on the channel like on YouTube. But if you want to hang out with me on Discord, I do try to stream in there too. I wish some people would actually go to your island and be amazed. Oh, thank you. If you joined the stream, don't forget to check out Nora's Discord. Thank you so much, Drew. That's one of our moderators. All right, let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Speaking of cams on, you are very pretty. Oh my gosh, thank you. That means so much. I would actually have my webcam on right now if I didn't look like Post Malone. Because right now I look like Post Malone on a really bad day. Like, it's just not a good sight. So we are not having that on tonight. So I guess it's a good thing that I couldn't figure out my webcam. I literally screwed up so many times trying to live stream today. I don't know how many of y'all saw the notification, but I had the worst luck trying to set up streaming on YouTube by myself. It was just a disaster because I'm so used to how like Facebook streaming works, and like Twitch streaming too is so much easier to like set up. YouTube was so hard to me, but I feel like now that I kind of know what I'm doing, it'll be easier next time. Let's see, since you make a bunch of different islands, do you reset your island or create a new one? So basically, I will finish an island and then I'll delete it. So upload the dream address to, you know, online connectivity, and then I'll post it, and then I'll delete the island to do a new theme. That is basically kind of like how I have multiple islands. There's just no way around it dream address wise. You have to have a new island each time to have multiple dream addresses. Super crappy how Nintendo set it up that way, but that's the only way around it. But the bright side about that is you get a new MA code too. So if you create designs, you'll get multiple MA codes with that. Saying Post Malone vibes, facts. Where's Dear Leader to help you? Crossing Kyle says he's asleep right now. I was like, I need somebody to help me with streaming, like help me set this up, and he was like, you can do it yourself. And I was like, thanks a lot. This is why I had so much trouble. Yeah, Metropolis, Gummitto. That is your MA code, huh? I'm sorry, I tried to edit that. I'm building my own Japanese city island right now, and you've been such a big help. I love your videos. Thank you so much. That means a lot. And again, if you are new to my channel, I really hope you hit that like, subscribe, and share this channel with your friends who play Animal Crossing. It would mean a lot. Like I said, I started this about 8 months ago, so I'm very new to YouTube still trying to grow, so the support does mean quite a bit. By the way, I want to say you didn't allow the creative videos belt. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Crossing what Kyle says, laughing my butt off. 6 years of true love. Yeah, he was just literally like, you can do this yourself. You got this. I'm like, no, I don't got this. I'm still hurt. Why are you hurt, Gummitto? What did I do? Anyways, Gummitto's roads we use on like every single island. So if you love the roads that I use, you're going to find it. Heck yeah, gamers, smash that like button. Thank you. Yes, thank you. That'd mean a lot. And also to add, if you ever watch my YouTube videos and you need something, you know, with like help, just leave a comment and we'll try to do a video on it. I get a lot of build requests. Like all of my videos are y'all's build requests. For example, so many of you were bummed out that the Japanese series ended. So I'm finally starting a new Japanese island for you. I promise I will finish this. Even if it doesn't get a dream address, we're going to be working on this for a little bit until the update comes. So I apologize that the series did get canceled. I had a lot going on, and I just needed to take a break. I'm going to be real with y'all. I literally needed a mental break. So I stopped that series to be able to kind of like regroup myself. So this is why we're starting a new Cherry Blossom Island. And I have some better ideas planned for this. And also Gummitto's roads just capture the vision I want to do well. So it worked out. All right, let's see. I'm catching it up. I'm so sorry you can't understand this. I'm sorry I can't understand you. I wish I could understand what the messages were that you were sending, Rabbit. I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry. I love how you interact with your fans. It means a lot knowing that you have 11.8K subscribers and you take time for all of them. Trust, that means a lot to me. Thank you. I try my best to respond to everybody's messages. Sometimes YouTube is really bad. They don't always show all of my notifications, but I do try to go through like all of my videos to see if there's any new comments on there, etc. How long does it take for you to finish an island? You've gone through a lot, and I'm curious. You're a powerhouse machine, inspirational person. That means so much. Okay, so if I was to grind this island, those who know me can vouch for this. I could easily finish this in 3 days. Y'all who know me know this could happen because it happened with a natural island that I did. However, I want to take my time on this, but if I really was dedicated to get this out and finish, roughly maybe a week, 2 weeks at most, is what I would probably estimate me being done. So it kind of just depends, honestly, how long, you know, I play. Sometimes I'll play for like several hours a day. Honestly, just depends. All right, I'm trying to say, hey, do you ever play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp? I've never played Pocket Camp, mostly because I'm very salty and get jealous about all the items that they get because I'm petty like that. So I'm like, I'm not going to play this because we should have this in New Horizons. I'm like that when it comes to Pocket Camp. So no, I haven't played it, mostly because I know I'd get really upset that New Horizons doesn't have everything that they have. All right, let's see. I'm totally copying how you set up that vending machine. Definitely take any ideas. If you like how something is laid out on this island, I don't care if y'all take inspiration for this whatsoever. I'm trying to remember and see what else we're going to use. We're going to definitely be using loft bed with desk. That's like one of my staples for city core. I like using the black one. And then bookshelves, of course. So I'll go ahead and walk through this real fast for those who have just joined us. So this is the layout that we have so far. We're going for Tokyo meets Kyoto, like aesthetic vibe. So modern architecture meets the brown style of buildings. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'm going to try to combine both of those together because they both have a very different vibe to them. And so far, I feel like it's looking pretty cool. I mean, combining two different areas into one. And then we have like this little tunnel for like cars. I found this tunnel under criteria search tunnel. And the tiles here are by GUMITTO. These signs are already in my city core highlights on Instagram. I don't have the MA code, memorized. And these windows and the siding that I use here, I won't have them in the video until after the stream is over. However, if you go to my older Japanese videos, I have all these already listed out, except that screen, but I found the screen under criteria search. So a lot of my codes I find under criteria search, I just sit on there for hours. Anyways, we're going to place another item here, and this item is called loft bed with desk. Like I said earlier, I use it quite a bit, and that's what we're going to use to finish off the building right here. So we're going to use 4 of them. So I'm going to go customize that with the brown rooftop code. Super easy. Trust, she doesn't believe in the buildings sometimes. Oh wait, let me catch up on chat. So your rule to always having 4 spaces in front of your building or 1 space for the stall. All right, so are you referring to like how many spaces you need for a building? Because I totally wing my layouts completely. But if you are watching my videos, if you're wanting to figure out how many of what I'm using, I usually count by 2 squares. So like the stall here is 2 squares. So that's kind of like a good way to estimate how many items that I'm using. Again, though, I wing my layouts. Like this, I've had just me placing items and hoping that it looks good. But where do you put the shops and houses? So right now, all my shops and houses are on the beach, which I recommend doing if you're going to go for a city core island. It's just easier to have everything out of the way, move them as needed. I'm hoping to do like a neighborhood area for some of my villagers. No promises though. I'm really bad at like giving my villagers neighborhoods. I kind of just like incorporate them into builds, but I'm going to try my best to like be better about that. A week full on coffee. Yeah. I feel that. Coffee is the best. I apologize. This is so random, but I love how you pronounce Excedra. Oh, yeah, I pronounce weird words really weird. It's like my Canadian accent is like mixing with my Southern adopted accent. So my pronunciation of words is like really weird because of that. Because like my accent basically has no idea what it's trying to do. So I say everything super weird. Hold on, but where do you put... Oh, I already read that. Sorry. The petty queen. They're so spoiled. Yes. All right. She doesn't believe in the buildings sometimes. Yes, GUMITTO, I'm really bad about that. Did I ever make a train before? Yes, I've done that in the past, and I want to do an actual like subway like styled area. So one of my inspirations for this is my friend Iggy Creates. If you're on Instagram, you know who that is. They're going to be my inspiration for my subway spot. I absolutely love how he did that, so I want to add that to this island. It's just really nice and modern styled, so it's basically really ideal. How many tiles width are your roads? I didn't catch you laying them. I didn't lay them on this stream, but for this one, I kept it wide because we're trying to capture this area to feel like it's part of Tokyo. This is 10 squares each. So I counted with my crosswalks 10 squares on each side. And then I filled it in with like base. And then over here, it transitions into the same width, but my roads are now going to be 3 squares each here with the centerpiece. So, and then this is 10 squares down with the, or wait, no, like 8, I think. But yeah, so I mean, I just winged this layout, but I wanted it to be symmetrical. Yeah, the tunnel code is found under criteria search tunnel. So that's where you're going to find this code right here. And these are just simple panel base gang concrete. I definitely suggest using those as much as you can. It will make your design slot space go further. In Argentine, don't worry, my English pronunciation is absolutely whack. Yeah, mine is so bad. Like, somebody in one of my videos was like, you just went Southern with your accent. I'm like, yep, it happens. We're getting a Plaza train item coming with the update, so I'd love to see you incorporate those. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that we were getting that. That's going to be exciting. Yes, absolutely. We will definitely do something with them. I will definitely do a lot of new builds with those. I don't want to leave this stream to go find it. Do you remember what color Cosmos you used on your kid core? I just remember I really liked it. I used primary colors for my Cosmos. So lots of red, orange, and yellow. And then I used the white as well. And I plan to redo that kid core once the update comes. So my version of kid core is a lot different from the kid core we see. It's not messy and sloppy. It's a very nostalgic 90s vibed cartoon town. So we're going to continue that once the update comes. I really want those carnival items. If it's not too much time, could you quickly run me through them with the Nook phone map? I'm trying to understand what that comment was implied towards. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the chat and build at the same time. Yeah, I love using white Cosmo flowers. They're definitely one of my staples. But I hope that that helps. I use a lot of primary colors on my kid core. So yeah, we're filling this all in with loft beds now. And then what I'm going to do right here is fill this in with either, you could go with another loft bed, like I'll show y'all how that looks. You can easily just do another loft bed. But if you want to add like a little different dimensions to it, you can do 2 bookshelves. But we're just going to go ahead and do loft beds. It's just a quick and easy filler. It'll also help reduce lag because we're not using too many items. How can I make it so that the trees on City Core feels natural? So I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of like how I'm incorporating greenery so far onto my City Core islands. And right now I am layering like this with my City Core. I like to use a lot of trees and shrubs. I have a shrub addiction. And then I did like this centerpiece with hedges right here. It was a really simple one because obviously it wouldn't have been centered like this one is over here because I'll need to keep it uniformed. But I tried to use a crud ton of trees and shrubs with this. Oh, the buildings. I'm trying to... let me catch up on the chat. I never liked Kid Core until I saw yours. That means a lot. Just wanted to say you're the reason that I actually go back and play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I am colors, but I'm on mobile. I'm so glad that you got inspired. I'm sorry, I forgot to type a word. I meant if it's not too much time, could you quickly run me through the villagers with the Nook phone map? So my villagers right now, they're probably going to change, but I have Chrissy and Francine and Judy as like my celebrities. And then I got Marshall, Zucker, and basically, you know, all my favorites. But these are who I have at the moment. Like I said, this could change. My villagers kind of just like change as I work until I figure out what exact vibe I want. I'm trying to keep this as very big city vibed. All right, so over here, we're going to go ahead and expand the terraform out because now pretty much the top, like I'll pull up my phone, the top of our building is done right here. We don't need to do anything else for it. Now we can focus on finishing off the side right here. And all I'm going to use is bookshelves and simple panels. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and fill this terraform in real fast. And we're going to place on top of those stalls right there with some more lanterns. But I don't want it to be too matchy to those red ones. So what we're going to do here is use blossom lanterns. And blossom lanterns, I believe these are a seasonal item, I want to say. And I'm going to use 2 of those in there to kind of add more illumination, but it's not like super matchy. I always have trouble when I transition for City Core. How the heck do you make it flow? I wing my layouts completely. So I'm hoping that doing streams like this will kind of help answer that question. You can kind of see how I work. Because like I said, I literally go into every single build without a plan. I just kind of use real life as inspiration for how my stuff transitions. One of my greatest advice for anyone who wants to do a City Core but doesn't know how to go about it. I know this sounds weird, but trust me, it helps. You know those playmats that we used to have as a kid when we play with cars on them? That is a good reference for a city core layout. Use that if you're doing a city core as your template until you get comfortable exploring layouts by yourself. That's where I would start. Hi, Sadzilla! Sadzilla is the artist that we had in our music earlier. So definitely go check out Sad. I love his music so much. He's super talented. We use his music on all of my streams. So definitely go give them some love. Thank you for coming to the stream. I just got here and I'm already inspired by how you use the tree/shrub layering. That is some of my favorite things to do for sure. I haven't caught up on your Kid Core Island, and looking at it just now, my jaw dropped. The way you interpret different themes is just so cool to see. Thank you so much. We do a lot of different themes, but as you can see, Japanese anything is my favorite. I just want to say thank you for making these kind of videos. I never know how to get into designing islands until I saw your videos, so thank you. I'm so glad, Bella. Thank you so much. The code for the streets that I'm using is by GUMITTO. GUMITTO is on our stream right now, so you can definitely go check out her handle on my Instagram, or I believe she can drop her MA code too in here if needed. Thank you, Sad. It means a lot. But yeah, definitely go check out Sadzilla. Make sure you go subscribe to them because, like I said, we use their music on all of my stuff. And that's the music that we'll be using on every stream that I do. So definitely go check them out. Give them some love. Yes, that's who the roads are by. But yeah. Oh, and also I want to say that the road part right here too, because me and GUMITTO shared this MA code. Let me go ahead and get my MA up real fast. You can find the crosswalks that I'm using inside this MA and some road line add-ons too with white. We still need to add on the rest of the road parts. So I'll do that when the stream is over, but that's the MA code. Yes, Raymond is baby. I love him so much. The way I love your videos, you do a great job always. I'm always really surprised at what you do. Thank you so much. I am so hyped for the new City Core items. So yeah, I think I'm going to freak out when I see everything that we got because I did not expect Nintendo to actually listen to us. But it also kind of makes me mad that we have to literally throw a fit to get them to give us what we want. But, you know, at least it worked. Does anyone know the name of the rabbit villager? Which one? Is there one near us? I didn't even notice. I'm looking. Hold on. Let me see. Did we have somebody want... Oh, Genji? And then Chrissy? Is that who you were asking? I wish there was a save state for our islands. I want to keep my island layout as a memory before I clear it to start a new one. Well, that's what dream addresses are for. You could always upload your dream address and revisit it. That's usually what I do. Okay, we're going to get some more bookshelves. We're going to be using a lot of those in the dark brown color. So let's go ahead and put those on my inventory real fast. Nora, I'm here. I'm just drawing, but I check every like 2 minutes. I don't know, Kyle. No problem. How about you draw me in a non-creepy way? I asked Kyle to draw me, and he drew me in like this weird, creepy stick figure style, and I was like, seriously? Just wanted to say before I hop off that your wrecked ship build is still the absolute coolest thing I've seen in the game, and is literally the reason I even bought it. You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much, Michael. And like I said, if you can't stay for the whole stream, don't worry. You'll be able to rewatch this stream and like, you know, fast forward it to see what we did on it. So don't worry if you have to go. Will you do something about the new crops like a farm or food store? Absolutely. I want to do a lot of YouTube videos with the new items, even though we do a lot of Japanese stuff. I promise we're going to be doing different themes. I have this idea. Feel free to steal it from me. So I am wanting to basically stage the sugarcane as rice fields. So if you're doing a Japanese island, I think that would be really cool to do. So that was like my first thought when I saw the sugarcane. Oh my gosh, rice fields. That would look insane. I have played all Animal Crossing games, so New Horizons is not my first one. That will be Infinite Bells, please, Kyle says. Hey, Kyle, if I unfollow you on Instagram, can I have free art? I feel like that's a good, you know, trade. I'm working on my first ever structure island, and I'm even making my own custom designs. I'm so excited. That's super exciting. You got this. Yeah, Gummitto is super talented. If you want to go check out Gummitto's Instagram, please do go give her a follow. We use her roads on all of my islands lately. Like, I'm just obsessed with how she has done her texture. She has these in light gray and black right now. And she has a lot of really cool road add-ons too. So make sure you go check her out. Oh, of course, totally. Thank you, Kyle. Also, feel free, Kyle, to drop your Instagram handle if you want. Kyle does a lot of really cool art, so you should definitely go check them out. Oh, there's my stall. I have my chat pulled up so I can read y'all's messages and build at the same time. You can have multiple dream address only if you upload the dream address first and delete the island. There's just no way around it. Sadly, that is the only way you can do it. I'll upload my dream address, I'll delete it, and start a new game. That is how I have multiple islands. There's just no other way to have another way, like to have multiple dream addresses. Who's your favorite Animal Crossing gamer? I would say I have 3. QB Crossing, I love her so much. Shannon is amazing. Lex Play, love her too. Console Kato, I love her too. I know like everyone knows who those are, but they're just really great people and they're sweethearts, so I really relate to them. I'm banning y'all if you don't follow Kyle Creates. I'm dead. Gumitto is the owner of the roads. And she's above, she's in chat right now. Making custom designs was hard. Y'all, these crosswalks right here, me and Gumitto, like she helped me figure out these crosswalks and the texture and stuff. But the crosswalks right here that I added onto her road took me 4 hours just to get the actual layout of them, not the textures or anything. It was awful. I don't recommend it. All right, I'm going to place these stalls right here real fast. The gap between those 2 shells on the ground level kind of bothers me. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if this could work, but if you could put a lamppost and turn it, it'll fill the gap. I'm going to be filling this in with a lantern. Don't worry. This right here, I have a plan for. I'm just trying to make sure I get the edge right here filled in. So this is not finished yet. What I usually do in scenarios like this is I'll place like a lamp and then I'll place a tree. So this is still like a work in progress. But my layout is really weird. You'll see how I do it in a second. But hold on, I'm trying to adjust some stuff. But usually when I have spots like this, for example, like right here by the simple handle, I'll usually put like a utility pole or a lamp, like a cherry blossom lantern, for example, because we're in that. But let me go ahead and adjust these real fast. But that's usually what I do for spots like this. Have you ever thought about doing an elegant and castle core island? So yes, I have thought about that, but the issue is I can't get into elegant core. I don't know why. Like, I tried to do a Paris theme, and I deleted that island so stinking fast. However, I feel like with the new update, especially with the items that we're getting, I would be more open to it. Because the new items will kind of let us be more creative, especially those pillars. So maybe I'll try it again once the update comes. But right now, I'm just like, nah, I'd rather just stick to different city cores. Let's go ahead and chat. Ethan says, let's make chaos. Who's best, Kyle or Cree? I'm going to say Cree because Kyle won't make me free art. I even offered to unfollow Kyle on Instagram for free art, and he refuses to give me it. Is there a DA for Gumitto? I don't know if Gumitto has a dream address right now. Thank God you're going to fill it in. I promised I was gonna. I just have to fix some things first. Without a doubt, people who can make amazing custom designs are a blessing to the AC community for sure. Yeah, I agree. Did you know that there is a custom froggy chair? I did not know about that. I've been seeing pictures of that. Greek temple core would be pretty awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. If you want to see Nora's version of a castle, you have to check out her daughter's castle video. So funny and cute. Yes, that was a really funny video. My daughter was like, I want to make an Animal Crossing video. And I was like, okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and also add in some cherry blossom lanterns. And I'm just going to use the blossom viewing lantern. So I am going to go ahead and grab that real fast. And I'm planning to do a rural theme, but I want to do it like during the fall season. So I'm thinking about doing that once the update comes. So I'm just going to wait for it until then. Hi, I love all your videos. I'm trying to learn town core and city core. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. How did you not know about the froggy chair? I know about the froggy chair. I just didn't know it could be customized. All right, so let's go ahead. Just a heads up too, if you need GUMITTO's road code, they're on Instagram and they're also linked on my recent road tutorial video. So if you need to get those codes, they are all listed on there. Oops, I need to go ahead and dig this up. Your daughter is adorable. Her favorite villager is Frida, but she calls it Hamburger Sheep, and it always makes me laugh. She's like, my favorite villager is Hamburger Sheep. So, all right, let me go ahead and also plant this real fast. But yeah, it was super cute. So I'm planting the tree right here to kind of like cover that gap a little bit, which is one of my favorite things to do when I'm on city core and I have an awkward spot like this. It just kind of like finishes it off. Next, I'm going to go ahead and actually take a bush, and I'm just using Azalea bushes right now. They don't bloom, but they have a really nice green texture to it. So we're going to plant that right here. Looks like Flick is here, and he's ruining my island's vibe. Like, he looks like he's ready for Hot Topic, and we're in this, like, romantic anime-styled, you know, Japanese island, and then there's Flick. Just ruining the whole vibe. All right, so that is basically the top of our apartment. And now we're going to go start on the rest of it. So there's two things I can do here. I can leave it like this, and if you wanted to add a perspective, you just shorten this up, but we're not going to do that. I am going to go ahead and add also right here another blossom viewing lantern. I'm pretty sure I have one. This just adds a more illumination to the build. Let me see. I'm trying to look. I don't think I have one right now. Let me grab one real fast. But I like, you know, putting the blossom viewing lanterns in little spots like this, especially if something isn't finished off like that. Just putting an item like this to kind of like finish the edge off will make it feel like it is complete. So I'm going to put that right here, rotate it. That spot is filled up. Next, I'm going to go down here and remove this extra terraform. We don't need it now. But if you liked the terraform, you could also add some Zen fencing here, frame it in, and you could make like a little sit-in balcony area if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So that is an idea, though, if you wanted to go that route. Don't crap on my man, Flick. Okay, but he's just not suiting the theme. All right, let me catch up on this chat. Flick is looking... Yeah, he's looking for the nearest anime shop. Do you ever decorate your house to fit the island theme too? I haven't, but I will now that the island update is coming, you know, like the update we're getting. I love that I'm going to be able to edit my exteriors, and I just feel like it is going to actually motivate me for once to decorate my house. So normally I don't, but I think I'll actually do my house for once maybe. But I usually just ignore my house because I'm lazy. All right, let me go ahead and remove all this real fast. I'm so glad you got to make the stream, Julie. Thank you so much for coming. Even if you can't stay the whole entire time, don't worry. You can always rewatch these. Hi, I'm new to City Core, and your builds have been a huge inspiration to my island. What are the name of the red lamps on the cliff? Are you talking about these right here? These are table lamps, and I just customized them with the custom design. I found the lantern code under criteria search lantern. So they're just the table lamp customized. So I'm just removing all this real fast. That way I can frame all this off. First time on your live. Hello. Well, this is my first actual live stream, so thank you so much for coming back. I used to Facebook stream, but this is like my first official YouTube one. So we're now going to go ahead and frame this edge off with more bookshelves. So when I tell you that we're going to be using a crud ton of stalls and bookshelves, I absolutely mean that we are going to be using a crud ton of those. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in with some tile underneath where the bookshelves are going to be. I have never played Roblox. I prefer Minecraft more. I'm still trying to learn how to play Minecraft because I'm absolutely trash at it. So I don't plan to put it on my channel until I have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm very picky. So I want my Minecraft builds to actually look decent and not like poo. So I'm hoping to add that once I get better. I just started my new island and I want to terraform, but I can't right now. That is the worst. Also, thank you so much, Internet Mother. Yes, I'm going to be streaming on Saturdays. However, if you want to like catch me on a non-YouTube stream, make sure you join my Discord, because we stream in Discord just like laid back, non-professional streams. We have like a music bot, and also you can make some great friends and get free items for your treasure island, or for your island. I messed that up. But you can get free items from our treasure island. So definitely join that Discord if you want to make some friends and you want to be in a community that is like super welcoming and nice. So yeah, I'm covering this all now with bookshelves. And I'm not going to worry about putting stalls over here. We're just going to line this with some cherry blossoms. That way we can help reduce that lag as best as we can. Let's just appreciate how creative her builds are. That's so sweet. How many stalls do you use? I don't really count how many that I use, but for right now it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this side, 6, 7, 8. So far we've used 8 stalls. I'm already there. I'm so glad you're there. And yes, you get to make a lot of great friends. If you like Minecraft, I think you might like, how do you pronounce that? I cannot pronounce that. The Valheim. I'm so bad at pronouncing words, so bear with me. I'm so sad I'm missing this stream. I'm actually celebrating my birthday right now, but it's actually on Monday. No problem, Katie. Thank you for popping in. Oh, yes, I have a treasure island, Gummitto says. We can't speak correctly here on Horrible Gaming. Just, you know, get used to it with me, like, stumbling on my words. Your islands are so pretty. I could never. You could absolutely do this. That's why we got our YouTube videos. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do it. I used to be really, like, bad at my islands. I used to think that putting flowers on my beach was a good thing. Like, you know, not aesthetic styled at all. I just, like, threw random flowers everywhere. So, just saying, we all start somewhere. All right, the Discord link, I'll type it right now for you. But my mods probably could type it in faster for me. Hey, Aaron, do you want to get the Discord link? Because I can't type it right now. I'm planting trees. But yeah, definitely join. Do you ever make a Hello Kitty bill? What's a Hello Kitty bill? Oh, like a build. Oh, yeah, I have on my Kawaii City, but I haven't done a Hello Kitty, like, styled build in a long time. I would love to do something like that in the future, though. So many people who have followed me were like, Nora, are you ever going to remake that Kawaii theme? And I was like, maybe. Oh, Valentine. Okay, so Valhai? What's it like? Like, what's the gameplay like in general? Is it like building and stuff? How do you have so much stuff? I have a magic console. I'm not going to say the word on here so my YouTube video doesn't get flagged. But I'm able to basically inject items as I need. Pretend I'm a mod. Gummitto says. Gummitto is an adopted mod for this stream. Thank you for posting the stream link. Alright, so I'm just going to cover this side, like I said, with cherry blossom trees and call it good. And then line it with shrubs. I haven't played in months, but your fall themed buildings video inspired me to open up my game and do something. I'm so glad. That's amazing. I'm really excited for this update. Like, words cannot express it. I am epic. Join us in the Discord server to get as much stuff as you need. Thank you, Ethan. Yes, we have lots of stuff at our treasure islands. All right, hold on one second. But yeah, if you need some items and stuff, definitely join that Discord. Keep in mind that these islands that we host on there are as time as it allows. So just make sure you have your notifications on. How do you find your aesthetic? I still don't know mine's yet. Lots of trial and error. So it's kind of funny. Before I did Japanese islands, which will always be my top favorite theme to do, but I like exploring other themes too. I kind of just like built until I found something that felt right. The funny thing is, I didn't think I was going to like Japanese themes until my friend was like, you should try a Japanese island. I feel like you'd be really good at it. And I was just like, I don't know. It's just not my style. Like, I don't really know much on the culture. And she was like, well, didn't your brother get stationed there when he was in the military? And I was like, well, yeah. She's like, so why don't you go through the photos that he took when he was stationed in there and also just like do some research on it? And I was like, okay, fine. So I did some research on it. Also, I'll obviously refer to the photos that my brother took. And then I tried out the theme and I was like, wow, I actually really like this. So that is something that I definitely suggest trying out, is try themes that you don't think that you would like. Worst case scenario, you actually don't like it and you just try something else. But I learned that day that I really enjoy Japanese islands, and obviously it stuck. So, hi Jack, welcome to the stream. On this island so far, this has been 1 day. So I started this earlier today. This is all the work that I've gotten done today. So we've made quite a bit of progress. I mean, I did this stuff though off stream. So hopefully that helps. I'm new here and I'm having so much fun watching you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry, y'all, that my webcam isn't on today. Like I said, I'm surprised that I even got the stream to work. I don't know how many of y'all were getting notifications that I went live. Then I deleted said stream. But I literally had the worst luck trying to get this stupid thing to work. But we finally did it. We're finally live. Also, I'm not going to decorate the stall right here. This is going to reduce lag. So not decorating every single stall is going to help, you know, like, control that lag. For this spot right here, you see how it's kind of like an open weird gap? I'm pretty sure I have a simple panel in here. Do I have any simple panels? Let me check. Yes, I do. So I'm going to make like a little sign right here, like a little billboard. So I'm going to fill that in and we're going to go customize that real fast. I said over and over that I would never do a city core, but now I'm trying it for the first time after finding Nora. City core is the superior theme. Do city core. I know I'm biased, but city core is so fun. I just love doing it because I feel like you can get really creative with your builds. It just, I don't know. Every time I try to do a natural lately, I'm just like, I'd rather do a city core. However, I do love my tropical themes. I'm planning to do a tropical city for sure once the update comes. And I'd like to redo my tropical naturals too, especially with those vines that we saw. Oh my gosh, the vines that we saw in the direct are insane. Cannot wait to do a new jungle island. What do I need to do at Japanese city? Your main staples for any city core is going to be loft beds, stalls, bookshelves, simple panels. It depends on what type of Japanese city you want to go for. Do you want to go with something more like what I'm doing, or do you want to do something more rural? That's really going to kind of dictate on what items you use. But yeah. Oh, did I even customize my panel? I can't remember. Okay, yeah, I did. But yeah, simple panels. You're going to use a crud ton. Nora will have to change all of her islands and DAs after the update. So I'm going to keep like all of my old DAs. And I'm probably just going to make a new DA highlight called like update DA or something. Because I need to redo like a bunch of themes now. Especially my western and like desert core themes. After seeing the update, I was like, wow, we're getting cactuses now? Are you kidding me? And so now I have to like redo all of that. I was kind of salty about having to redo all of this too. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. We're getting some really cool items out of it. I'm just super excited also about all the food items because I'm so tired of using items to be staged like fast food. And it looks like we're going to get fries. So I'm really excited about that. But it's just been aggravating to have to use like different items to manipulate them to look like actual food. All right, so I'm keeping this really simple right here. And to finish this off, I'm actually just going to do either hedges here, like frame this off. And then where this little gap is, use like a clothesline. I don't think I'll actually be able to put any fencing right here because of that plant. Dang it. Just kidding. I'm not doing that after all, but I am going to use a clothesline. I hate that that thing takes like 2 squares. It's a freaking plant. It should only take 1 square. I also hate when the game tells us where I can't plant. Let's see, where can I get the design? All these designs, like for example, the windows here that I'm using, you will be able to find these on my other YouTube videos. The Road is by GUMITTO. She is tagged on all of my posts and Instagram, so definitely go check her out. She can also find that, her MA code on my previous road tutorial video. Yes, I saw that huge bonsai tree and I freaked out. I literally screamed. This island has no mods on it right now. So no, this is not modded. None of this is. All of this can be recreated. Wait, you heard that they were adding more fruit? I swear if they add banana trees, I'm gonna freak out. I want banana trees so bad. Oh, these are cherry blossom trees. You can get these during springtime. They're only available for like, what, 13 days, I believe, of the spring season. Do you think it would be good? Is it with sunset? So I have a lot of cherry blossom islands already set during the sunset time. I'm going to try to keep this island during the day or early morning so it doesn't feel like it's matchy to the other islands. Hi, Terry. Welcome to the stream. Terry is one of my mods, so everybody make sure you say hi to her. She's amazing. Yes, I saw the savannah trees. I'm so excited about that. Let's see, making sure I'm caught up on the chat. Dip train! Yes, I saw the crossing signal and I'm freaking out about that. What's your favorite new villager? Sasha, for sure. And Shino, did I say that right? I think her name, or his name, everyone's saying it's a boy, but I feel like it's a girl villager. But I feel like Shino and Sasha are my favorite. Let me go catch up on the chat. Do you know any Japanese tree codes that have autumn leaves on the side? If not, what are the codes you're currently using? My codes are by GUMITTO, and yes, I do. And the Instagram, I cannot pronounce his Instagram name correctly, so I apologize for that. But let me get his username for you. He has a fall version of the Japanese roads. I'm going to get that username real fast. Hold on. 1 second. I'm typing it in right now on Instagram. Here it is. Typing it. Bear with me. 1 second. All right, here's the username. Has fall roads on Instagram. They're like Japanese style. He also has a really nice cherry blossom one with petals on it. And these roads are by GUMITTO if you like those. I thought Sasha was a girl, but at the same time, Sasha is like a neutral name. Like there's lots of guys named Sasha too. So, I mean, if Sasha is a boy, it could just be like a K-pop style character. I think Sasha is adorable, so I'm getting him or her regardless. Just absolutely obsessed with him or her, whichever it is. Let's see. But yes, go to the road tutorial video that I have, and those roads MA code are posted. It is just the dark version of them. Let me see. What else are we going to place here? Okay, so right here, I'm actually going to place bikes, like 2 mountain bikes. I may do the color in black and white. So that is the colors that we're going to do right here. If I'm pausing for a second, it's because I'm getting my items. I have a magic console. I'm not going to say the actual words, so my video doesn't get flagged, but that is how I'm able to basically get these items into my inventory. Let's see. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming. Again, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. All the support does mean a lot. It would definitely help. I started my channel about 8 months ago. I used to Facebook stream, so I also want to apologize that my webcam isn't on tonight. I could not figure out how the heck to get it to work. Not to mention, I look like Post Malone today, so it's not a pretty picture. You don't want to see that. But next stream we'll have our webcam on, I promise. All right. I'm also going to place this cherry blossom pile right here. Shino is so stinking cute. I cannot wait to have them. All right, so we have a lot of bikes here because obviously it's a big city kind of vibe. What I'm going to do for this over here eventually is you could finish this off with hedge fencing if you wanted. Sometimes I'll do that. Like I'll show y'all how that looks, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. It reminds me of when I did magic on my 3DS. Yes, I had a magical 3DS too. But sometimes I'll like finish off right here. What's wrong with Post Malone? Nothing's wrong with Post Malone. He just looks like a mom. Like he looks like me every day when I first wake up and haven't had my coffee. So I always joke about it because I saw like memes about him and they were like mom memes. And I was like, I feel this. All right. I recently subscribed because I'm getting back into Animal Crossing since the new update is coming, and I watch your videos to get building inspo back. I'm so glad that y'all are getting inspiration. Oops, I did not mean to grab that. Wait, if you are horrible gaming, are we your horrible gamers? Yes, you're my horrible gaming squad. We're all horrible gamers here. This is why I couldn't figure out how to get my own stream started, because we are horrible at, gaming. I was like, for once, my username actually suits me. I don't even know how to set up a stream. Your island is incredible. Thank you so much. Everybody was asking, though, like, why my name is Horrible Gaming. And if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know the backstory of it. Long story short, this channel actually belonged to my partner. And I kind of stole the channel from him. One day, I was like, I want to post, like, an Animal Crossing video. And then, like, a lot of people liked said Animal Crossing video. So then I kind of, like, took over the channel. But in the past, I used to stream content that I was literally trash at. Like, video games I was not good at. And I plan to add that content back to my channel. I'm just trying to figure out what games to play. So if you're interested in content like that, that is going to be coming to my channel again. And yeah, so I'm hoping to add that stuff back to it, which is where the name Horrible Gaming came from. And I just kind of like kept it because everybody knew that name from Facebook streaming. I didn't want to have to change it. No, I don't mean that I'm actually bad at like Animal Crossing, but that's like where the name came from. Playing games we were bad at. Horrible Gaming. I'm going to need to head out, Nora. Love you. Killing it with this island. No problem, Ladybird. Thank you so much for coming. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. What? That building behind looks so good. I'm literally stealing this design. You can for sure steal it. My friend said Post Malone looks like a cleaning mop. That's literally, okay, a cleaning mop literally perfectly describes how I look every single morning. Like somebody was like, I'm going to be that mom, and I was that mom. I was like, I'm going to wake up looking like I'm ready to slay, take on the world, and attack everything. I'm going to have my makeup done. I'm going to be a cool mom. And then I literally look like I just died every single morning that I wake up. Like, I hate everything when I wake up in the morning. I'm just like, why? I need coffee. Don't talk to me. Literally how I work now every morning. Like, joke's on me. I actually saw a poster or a pic of a poster in a game that it had a banana tree, but who knows if that's true or not. I hope so. I think they need to add more fruit since there's a sweet section for cooking. I want a lot of fruit items. Oh my gosh, I would freak out. And also a lot of the flowers too that didn't make it in game yet. Right now I'm just cluttering random stuff right here to fill this area in. How do you plan out your islands? I don't. I know that's not helpful, but I literally wing all of my island builds. I know that's not realistic for everybody, but if I plan out something, I get really stressed out. Like, I don't even plan out my own grocery list. That's how lazy I am. If I plan out my islands, it just really stresses me out. And I think a lot of that has to do with my anxiety disorder. So not planning things out kind of just like lets me kind of relax a little bit more. Again, I know that's not helpful for those who literally need an island plan, but I just don't do it. If you want to check out my dream addresses, I have a video I just posted about, I want to say, was it about a day ago, y'all? I think it was. And I have all my dream addresses in there. This is a new island, so there's no dream address yet for it, obviously. Oh my gosh, wait. It said more? I didn't catch that. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see what else we get then. Do you think we will get walls for outside or only inside? Honestly, when I saw that partition, I was really hoping that we would get something like that outside. I'm crossing my fingers, and I also hope that we get a glass simple panel, like what Pocket Camp has, because that'll really bring more builds to life. Okay, so Vivi, you understand then kind of where I'm coming from. I just build with whatever pops up in my head and kind of just go with the flow. So you kind of understand where I'm coming from with that. Yes, I will for sure have a dream address. But if you do like the vibe of this, a lot of my other Japanese islands have a similar aesthetic. What helped me was building the school and then building off that. Yes, we have a lot of school builds too if you need help with those. I hope they bring back Hybrid Island. It's such a hassle to water them. Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I had to pretend that pear trees... I always say that fruit name wrong, B-Brat, so I'm not going to say it because I butcher everything. Yes, I really do hope we get more fruit, though. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get a stage 3 tree. So you know how, like, sometimes on my islands I have, like, different levels of trees? I like to use different tiers. So basically what that means is each day you plant a tree, it gets a little bit bigger. I mean, just like in real life. You can stop the growth of that with an apple or just like any fruit in general. So right now I'm maybe planting the large young tree, which is 3 days of growth. And you see that kind of just adds a little more of a dimension over there. It's not like super matchy, kind of like feels a little more realistic. And then to stop that, we're just gonna plant the fruit right in between them. So right here. And that's how I get my trees to always stay one size. Let's see, let me catch up on the chat. Seeing, is their name pronounced Lone? Or Lawn. I always pronounce like villager names wrong when I don't know much about them. But I did like that squirrel villager. I think they're absolutely adorable and I want them. All right, so yes, I want a lemon tree so bad. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and check out how this is looking from this level. So this is how that apartment looks that we just built. I'm not sure what I'm doing over here yet. This is kind of like a work in progress area. So basically this is like a land bridge over here. And then you have like the tunnel, you know, for cars to go through. I'm going to expand the road onto the other side. So it looks like the other side of the tunnel. And we're just going to run over here real fast. And I'm thinking this is going to transition over to where my road starts to angle. So we will have this road right here kind of like angle this way. And then an incline going up. So then that's where this will transition to. I definitely love to go with the flow with decorating on Animal Crossing. It makes things simpler and more fun since it's your own ideas. Basically, that's how I work, yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and start transitioning this other spot. Hold on real fast. So I'm thinking we're going to angle the road like this. And I'm going to do some apartments on the other side that are like really illuminated. So like right here. All right. Hi, welcome back. So I'm actually going to remove this right here for now because I don't really know what my plan is with this terraform yet. So sometimes I'll come back to a spot later when I actually know what I'm going to do. Lots of trial and error in planning basically with this. So we're just going to remove this for now. All right, so let's not do that. I wish we had like a hit, like, you know how on Stardew Valley you can turn on like where you're placing something, like it gives you like a red, you know, hitbox. I wish that Animal Crossing had that so I don't remove things that I don't want to remove. It's so aggravating when that happens. Kyle says, Nora Ima, you did send that too early. All right, so let's go ahead and start angling some roads. Yes, for sure. I hate the sound that they make too. Trust me. It's like the worst sound ever. All right, so I'm just going to now start angling all of this. And this is where my road is starting to transition just like that. The dimensions of my roads right now, like, you know, that really big area, it's 10 by 10. And then I fill it all in. And then I'm using 3 squares width for these roads right here. So this is going to be 3 squares. And then I leave room for the centerpiece right here. Terraforming does take a long time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start placing the concrete here. And if you're struggling with roads with angles like this, it's pretty straightforward and easy to do. So you're seeing it at a slower pace right now. So hopefully this helps. Yes, I'm so excited for the new items. All right, I'm going to go because I got to take a shower. I'm smelly. Bye-bye. I know I need a shower so bad too. Trust me, I get it. All right, so I'm just going to fill all of this in. And I'm going to like eventually probably do like a bus stop or something here. We'll see what happens. I meant the building you made. My mistake. Oh, the building. So I totally wing these. I don't really know the exact dimensions, but I'll stand here for a second. And what I like to tell people, because I don't really plan out how many of what items I use, is you can see the stalls and bookshelves are 2 squares. So hopefully that gives you a general idea on, you know, the length. But that's kind of like how I plan it out. Feel free to take a picture if you need to. But yeah. So I want to say the front is 6 squares worth and the side is probably 4. Yeah. So 6 by 4. But again, my layouts change all the time. So like my next building won't be that size. It'll probably be different. My resident service is really close to my airport. I need help on how to start. Well, you could just do something really simple by doing like a little sitting area with trees. And then start your roads. If you're doing a city core, start your roads to either the right side of it or the left side of it. My favorite feature in the new update, I know like everyone says this, but the new items, because everything has felt so vanilla, you know, not having any new items lately. The game has just been so boring. So having all these new items is going to help us personalize our islands more. So I'm really excited for that. All right, so I'm filling all this in, and these are going to be where our roads are. The ladders will be really cool. I imagine that people with treehouse builds are going to definitely be adding those for their tree houses instead of inclines. Also, the incline increasement, I guess, too, would be a really nice, you know, feature that I'm looking forward to. I can't tell you how many times where I'm super upset that we have no more inclines or bridge space because we're limited. I got a dip. I love the island so far, Nora. I can't wait to see it finish. Thank you so much for coming tonight. No problem. We will be working on this very slowly. I need to post a picture on Instagram eventually. I haven't posted for like 3 days. I've been kind of taking a little break, so I'll definitely post progress too. I gotta leave this live stream, so bye. No problem. Thank you so much, Rabbit. And no problem. I hope you enjoyed those videos. Thank you so much for chilling with us tonight. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and now place this grain, and you can find this by Tropicitch on Instagram. And right now I'm going to fill in the center of the road. So the idea is to have another apartment over here, but we're going to fill in the whole entire side with lanterns. So at nighttime it's going to look really pretty, because when you go and run through this, you're going to see all that illumination. But like I said, I'm going to have this set during the early AM, probably for a dream address if I decide to give it a dream address, because we'll see. I'm really bad about keeping islands. Like if you're one of my regular followers, you know how much I flip-flop. But I do like the layout of this. I think it's turning out rather cute. So we'll probably continue it. I'm actually really happy with it. I've been wanting to redo a cherry blossom theme for quite some time because there was just so much about my other ones I didn't like, because I'm like super picky. So I do like the layout of this. I don't know if I can pick a favorite thing from the update. The storage shed. Yes, the storage shed is really handy. Also, wait. The ATM machines. I know that they're literally meant to be used and stuff, but I'm really excited to use the ATM machines as like decor too. So I'm looking forward to that, like having ATM machines throughout my city core. So I am looking forward to that. Like there's a lot for city core that we're getting in the direct that a lot of people don't realize they can use for city core. Yes, not more to your house. All of us with the Mario pipes throughout our island. I get that for sure. All right. So I'm going to put my crosswalk like right there. So this is kind of like how that area is starting to transition. As you can see, if you're someone struggling with transitions around builds, this is kind of like how sometimes I'll transition an area. And then what I'll probably do for this is finish this off. So what I mean by finish this off is angling this, filling this all in, and this becomes one of my new roads. And then what we can do for this area is either place an incline, do a city core build, etc. Again, I don't really know what my plan is for this island yet, so I'm just going to come back to it later. Yes, ATM machines. I cannot wait to decorate them. They're going to be really fun to throw everywhere. I hope we can have more than one ATM machine. That's the only concern that I have. Hi, welcome to the stream, Sophia. I'm so glad. Thank you, Danny. That means a lot. But yeah, I'm hoping we get multiple ATM machines because I really want to decorate with them. Like, it's just so funny because all the people who love their cottagecore, which is not a bad thing, everyone's all excited about, oh my gosh, I can't wait to make farms. I can't wait to do this. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't wait to use trash items and construction stuff and ATM machines. I'm just like over here by myself ecstatic for all of that. So yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to. I really can't wait to make construction sites on certain city cores. That's just going to be super fun. And those green jail bar looking items are going to be fabulous for school builds too. So that's going to be a staple. I want to know what the new city core bookcase plus simple panel build is going to turn out to be some new amazing items. I feel like I'm always going to use simple panels on my islands, but I'm really hoping that we have a lot of cool stuff that we don't know about yet, because I cannot wait to start playing with perspectives and everything. Like, I am so ready for that. I'm going to go back into the stream to start build on the apartment. No problem. If we can't have more than one jumping on Nintendo's neck, yes. Use trash and call it aesthetic. Literally, like I said earlier in the stream, trash bags are my cottagecore. Like, every time I try to do any other theme, I always go back to roads and trash bags. Like, I'm just so in love with this aesthetic. Yes, I'm obsessed with all the fencing that we're getting. I really hope that we get a black iron fence. This one right here. Like, I saw we get it in like a matte gray color, but I hope we get like a black one too. And also Imperial fences. Like, I hope that the Imperial fence can be customized because of temple builds. So like a brown one and a black one would be incredible. I really hope we get that. Like, I'm crossing my fingers. Yes. Oh yeah, and like, you know, I just can't wait to see what items can work for City Core too. But yeah, I'm really curious on how my City Core builds are going to change with these new items. Because, I mean, like, we're manipulating so many different items on City Core. So it makes me wonder what is in store for City Core in general. Hopefully we get some partition-like thing like the houses get. I feel like that's really going to help bring City Core to life more. So hopefully, you know, that goes well. Y'all, give me a second. My mom keeps calling me and I don't want to like ignore her in case it's an emergency. So I'm going to put on my be right back screen. The stream is not over. Just give me a second to go answer that phone call. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry. All right. So tell Mama we said hi. They don't understand. Every time I live stream, I literally can't talk, but it's like they don't get it. No matter how many times I'm like, I'm literally live streaming. They were like, oh, well, we tried to call you an hour ago. And I was like, and I was live streaming. All right. I am back, though. Sorry about that. But yes, I am really excited to try out all these new items and all the food items too. Y'all, the fish items. Did y'all see that little fish that was in the crate and stuff, like stacked up? I cannot wait to do a fish market. Oh, I'm so excited. And all the sushi items, super hyped for it. Yeah, that is a good thing. I wonder how long it's going to take to download. It seems like a lot of content. Yeah, I'm buying the DLC too. So that is a good thing to think about. I wonder how long it's going to take. Like, is it going to take a few hours to download because it's so much content packed into the game? That's definitely something to think about. All right, so I'm just filling this all in real fast. Like I said, I'll probably make like a little sitting area here. Parents, they're adorable when confused. Exactly. I don't think they quite understand what live streaming is. Like, sometimes I'll be editing like footage for YouTube and I'll be like, I literally can't talk right now. And they're like, okay, but can you talk? And I'm like, no. Yes. Oh my gosh. The pancake plate. I'm so excited. There's a lot of great items for different themes. All right. So y'all, this is how I am transitioning that area. So this is right next to that city core build. And then I'm leaving that space empty behind here because, like I said earlier, I really want to do some sort of perspective or maybe some apartments hanging off from the side over here. So what I mean by that is I would expand my terraform out to about right here. And then we'd place like a simple panel here with fencing, and then our apartment build goes on top. We might actually do that in a second once I figure out the width that I want to do my apartments over here. I like to make sure I have enough room on my build. So like, for example, right here, if I was to start my city core build, my stall, which is the sides, you know, that I use on my buildings, these stalls right here, this would be where my stall is placing because I want to make sure people can walk on my sidewalk. So sometimes that's how I'll like map out a build. Yes, I cannot wait for all the Japanese items. I'm so sick of using certain items that don't suit Japanese themes. I want to make videos about the DLC like once the DLC comes. So I'm definitely going to be making videos and tutorials the second we get the new items. That is something you can definitely look forward to. I plan to do lots of tutorials with them, etc. I just don't think I'm going to make any hype videos or like me like, you know, looking into the trailer because I'm not really good at analyzing content like that. It's just not something I'm actually decent at. So I leave that to like, you know, the experts. Let me go ahead and cut this out. Are you talking about the face cutout, the standee, like the door I'm using over here? Because I just found this under criteria search door. I use criteria search a lot to find codes. So sometimes I'll search the word door, window, screen. You'll find a lot of the codes that I'm using come from there. But yeah, just search criteria search door and you'll see it. There's also a really cute like Japanese looking restaurant door too that pops up when you search that. Yes, I cannot wait to do a fish market. I'm so hyped for it. I do want to make Zucker a sushi store. All right. My new, I would have to say Sasha. Right when I saw Sasha, Shino and Sasha. Right when I saw those two, I freaked out. I was like, those are my new babies. Coco's going to be fighting for my attention. Because Coco is my top favorite villager. So I was like, Coco's going to be fighting for the attention. Even though Coco will always have a special spot in my heart, regardless of how many new villagers we get. I honestly was really shocked that not very many older villagers returned to the game. Like Bao and Meow, you know, like the Tamagotchi styled villagers. I was shocked that those didn't return. The Zelda villagers. I felt like Zelda villagers returning could have been a really good thing for them, especially with the new Breath of the Wild coming out. So I was really shocked about not seeing those. I mean, Ethan, I do like her, but come on. Did you not see Sasha and Shino's face? I'm just saying. Yes. All right, so this is going to be our apartments. More apartments. So this is just like a filler. And I'm going to make sure it's like really illuminated. I'm wondering, I'm not sure if it's been confirmed yet, but the more I analyze Sasha's like design, I feel like Sasha probably is a boy. Not only by, I feel like Sasha also is going to be a jock villager. Just by the way that they are dressed. So I could be wrong, but my gut says either jock or lazy. I have no idea basically on any of like the information on those villagers yet. Sasha is precious. Yeah, I wonder, Bella. That's a good thought. I wonder if they'll do it like that. All right, so this is going to be the base of those apartments. All right. Let me actually go ahead and remove this one more time. And actually, we're going to expand from over here. I don't want this sidewalk to be covered. Yeah, I don't think any villager personalities have been confirmed yet. I know we're all ready, though. I really do want to know what these villagers' personalities are. Their, if, you know, like, for example, is Sasha a boy? Is Sasha a girl? We'll have to see. All right, let's go ahead and place this. Oh, Sasha was a boy on one of the cards you saw? I mean, Sasha is a neutral name, so, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if it was a boy. Sasha is so freaking cute. Sorry, Marshall. Step aside. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, if you're worried about, like, Nugazon prices, that's why we have our Discord. We can get you those villagers. We just have to know, we don't know right away what is locked to DLC and what's not. That's the only negative part. Like, you know, we're just waiting to know all that information for the Magic community. Yes. All right, so also that cute little like monkey NPC, is his name Nico? I think his name's Nico. I was really upset that wasn't a villager. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in right here real fast. That's where my, front side of my apartment buildings are gonna be. And like I said, I'm not sure how I want to transition this area yet. We're gonna wing it, but yeah. Yes, definitely join our Discord. You get like free Animal Crossing items. All right, yeah. That's what I was saying, Ethan. Their name is super neutral, so it's like we don't know yet, but I feel like it is a boy. I am prepping this right here for just a generic apartment. We worked on this earlier. Let me go ahead and go grab it. I have so many islands because I have a magic console. I can't say the actual word because I don't want my video to get flagged. But we did that earlier. So I'm going to go over here and start filling some custom design on top. But yeah, so, but also if you do want to have multiple islands, like multiple dream addresses, all you need to do is upload your dream address, delete your save after that, and the dream address will remain up forever. So you can always do that. One of my mods can drop the Discord link for you, but in the future, you can always find my Discord links on all of my YouTube videos. So in the video's description. All right, so Discord is basically just a gaming community. It's like a little hub for all of us gamers. It's like a chat, and we have like different channels on said chat that you can play games on, etc. And it's free. It's just a really nice community, to be in, especially if you want to get to know me more as a creator and make some more friends and also get some free items. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play with her. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the information. Oh, the alligator villager. Yes, I was actually really obsessed when I saw him. I was freaking out. Definitely take inspiration if you need some for your island. I don't mind whatsoever. I'll go back to my entry real fast for those who maybe are just joining in. Maybe you want to take a picture, but this is how my entry is for this island. I was trying to go for like a Tokyo kind of a vibe right in this area, and I normally would have done like a glass building here, but I was trying to put my plaza, like decorate around it in a less gross looking way. So this was kind of like the best I could incorporate it with it. And then we transitioned to like this. Not sure what my plan is yet with this. I'm sure it'll change as I build, but this is what I have. Next speed build video. So I usually post 2 times a week on YouTube. This week I've had a little extra time, so I've been posting a little bit more, but usually you can know that I'll post twice a week. If I get some extra time, like today is Saturday, for example, for me, I'll probably post a new YouTube video that is a speed build on Monday. I'm not sure what the theme is for that speed build yet. I need to check through all of my build requests because all of my videos are literally y'all's requests that you leave me. So I'm not sure exactly what that video is going to be yet. I need to go through that. But I do plan to do some more Japanese builds too. Tonight we're basically just working on my personal island right now. Nothing too crazy. Ethan says, and we're all friendly. We don't bite. Exactly, B-Brat. Basically what I was going for right there. I do visit islands. We were going to do a DA stream tonight, but I couldn't get my webcam to work, and I'm just like super like noobish at trying to get streaming software to work. So I'm hoping next stream we do, which will be every Saturday as time allows. For example, sometimes I can't always make a stream, but I always will let y'all know. But I'm going to shoot for Saturdays every single week. I'm hoping to do next Saturday a dream address stream. If you want to submit your dream address, we have like a channel on Discord you can send it to, but I'll also will take dream addresses in the chat too. So I'm hoping next Saturday we can do that. I don't actually want to miss this live stream. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. And thank you so much for joining the server. I'm sure you're going to love it. Everyone here is super fun. I know that I've personally really enjoyed all the friends that I've made there. So I hope you have a good time. So over here, we're going to go ahead and start prepping our next building. Well, definitely take your time. Don't worry. There's always in the future when we can go to your island. Thank you so much for joining the Discord, y'all. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and prep this right here for our apartments. But yeah, I definitely want to do that stream next week. I was going to do it tonight, like I said, but I couldn't get my webcam to work. And I feel like seeing, content creators' reactions when you are getting your island toured is really exciting. And so I wanted to make sure that that would happen. I did stream on Twitch for a very short time. The platform just wasn't for me. Like, my content wasn't doing well at all. I started out on Facebook streaming, which actually went pretty well. And then I transitioned, like I said, 8 months ago towards YouTube because a lot of my Instagram followers were asking for a YouTube channel. So we ended up moving over here for that reason. So that's kind of like where I'm at. I don't think I'll ever move over to Twitch, to be honest. I would honestly not do it too because I believe they have certain rules. Like, you can't be a YouTube partner at the same time or something like that. I don't know all the information on it, but you can't have partnerships with other platforms while being a partner with them. So it's really weird. So I don't want that to interfere with being a YouTube partner. It's really weird. Yeah. I also don't like that the streams don't stay. So like when you stream on Twitch, they will remove your stream eventually after a certain amount of days, whereas YouTube will keep the stream up forever. So I mean, like, if we were building something on a stream, like somebody who watches my speed builds, they're like, oh, I wish this was, like, at a slower pace because we do speed builds on my channel. This will stay up. So if someone wants to pause it and have, like, a slower look at what I'm doing, that's the plus side of it. Yeah, I didn't realize they deleted streams until my friend who streams on Twitch was like, they literally will delete your streams after a certain amount of days. I was just like, oh, that's crappy. Like, they'll keep, like, your highlighted clips of the said stream, but it's, like, a minute and that's it. Which is ridiculous to me because, like, what if somebody is on a different time zone as you and they want to see what you did and now they can't? So it makes no sense to me who thought that was a good idea. But, yeah, so that's why I decided to, if I was going to return to streaming, I wanted it to be on my YouTube channel. Also, like, I used to stream every single day on Facebook, which was honestly really unrealistic for me now. So that's why I'm thinking I'm going to do it on Saturdays. Yeah, that's just super weird to me that they remove it. Like, I don't get why someone would think that was a good idea. All right, so once again, that is how I'm going to transition this area. I am not sure, again, what I'm doing over here, but I feel like doing like an incline and maybe like a lookout spot of like some apartments or something. I don't know. We'll do it by trial and error, but I'm trying to focus on building very simple apartments right now for those who are doing a Japanese theme. Maybe you need like easier builds to do. So I'm trying to do some simple builds for you. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these on my actual island, but I'm trying to build stuff like this for those who need something to go off of when this stream is over. So hopefully this next build will be good inspiration for those who need it. Let me go grab my customization workbench because I think I left it all the way over here. Okay, I did. Let me go bring that all the way over here now. But yeah, I mean, I really do like how this layout is over here. I'm very excited about it. Yes, I can't wait to give NPCs little houses on the update. This is going to be super exciting. I'm just really excited for this update in general. I feel like so much of our Animal Crossing community is going to come back because of it, which is a good thing. I miss so many creators. Like, so many people have left the Animal Crossing community because, I mean, like, we've been sitting here like, what now? Like, what are we going to do? We need an update. And we finally got the update we deserved. Oops, wrong one. So again, this is the deck code. On one of my previous Japanese videos, I have this code listed. This is inside that code right here. And it is actually a deck code, but it looks really good as building exterior siding. So I use it as my build siding a lot. All right. So now I am going to go and put there. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. So we are placing that right here to cover up that terraform. And then now we are going to go up here and place some lanterns on there. So I'm going to go climb up here real fast. And we are going to go up here. So happy you stayed though. I mean, I get that the Animal Crossing community was like really struggling because we were waiting for an update. But I honestly feel like I could never leave the Animal Crossing community. Not only have I made so many great friends, not to mention I've gotten to connect with every single one of you. I just couldn't do that. It would be so hard for me just to flat out leave. Like, just ditch all of the people that I've connected with. I just couldn't do it. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and place all this. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm not going to lie. I really was kind of hoping that the NPC stores could have been on our island. That just gives us some more like city core aspects, you know? So I was kind of bummed out about that, but I'm not going to be like a negative Nancy because I'm really excited that he finally has like a plaza area. We don't have to time travel and hunt for him. And all the other things that we're getting to, like the new hairstyles and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. I do just wish that we could have had our own exterior. Same with Brewster. I was really hoping that Brewster would have an actual cafe, like, on my island. But I'm still very thankful that we got him. Yes, the plaza shops are going to be epic. What's your favorite thing that showed up in the new trailer? Oh my gosh, everything. Is that bias? Because I'm, like, hyped for everything. Basically... everything. I don't like the construction items for sure are one of my favorites, but I mean, like, I'm excited for literally everything. I've been sitting here waiting for an update. I mean, we all have been waiting for this update, what feels like forever, and we're finally getting it. The stalls and those bookshelves are my favorite items, but normal wood is getting out of stock. You can always go hunt for materials too on Mystery Islands, and on our Discord we have materials on Treasure Islands too. Everyone hopes with the new update the community will come back to its original glory when Raymond was worth 2,000 Nook Mile tickets. I remember the one time when I first got my Magic console, somebody was like selling Raymond for 2,000 tickets, and I was like, I can give you Raymond for free if you want. And like the person who was selling him for that much got really mad at me. I was like, come on now, don't rip off people for a villager. Everybody wants the cute villagers. Help each other out. All right, so over here, I'm going to use, I think, this panel. So we're going to do this on our second level, I think, on the top of our building. So we're going to need 4 of those. So that is how our building is starting to look. We're going to put 4 panels right here. And then you see this deck code that we placed right here? We're going to be placing another one on the second level. Sasha is definitely going to be the new Raymond, for sure. However, I love Raymond so much. I feel like Raymond's always going to have a special spot in my heart. Same with Coco. But I feel like people are definitely going to start, like, charging a lot for Sasha. I wonder if you can actually, like, you know, trade them, though. Because if I remember correctly, Sanrio villagers can't be traded, right? I haven't done any villager trades in, like, forever. But I'm pretty sure that they can't be traded, like, by regular players. Magic consoles, we can do it. But regular players, I don't think they can. Oh my gosh, they were... Yeah, sadly, a lot of people with Magic consoles will do that. I could just never come to terms on selling stuff like that. I'd rather help people than, like, you know, make them pay for villagers. All right, so I'm going to place these panels real fast. Shino is baby. I'm so excited for her. All right, so I think we have all of our panels. They can be traded. Is that confirmed? That's awesome then. That means we can help out a lot of people with new villagers. Oh, with magic. I meant by like regular players though. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my next simple panel. All right, so we're going to do one more of that deck code. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that real fast. Place it. Once we finish up this building, we'll probably call this stream a night just because I've been streaming for like 2 hours and I'm like kind of tired. But like I said, we'll have a new video out on Monday. But we still got plenty of time left in this stream. I'm going to finish this building up. So those who need the inspiration for their island. I can't say the Magic console because my video would get flagged. But if you want to learn more about Magic consoles, check out this user right here. Go check that user out on YouTube and you'll understand what Magic consoles is. I cannot say the word on my YouTube channel anymore because my videos got removed. Like somebody went and spam reported like all of my YouTube videos. So I'm being very careful about what words I use. Hi, welcome to the stream. But yeah. Thank you so much for like putting that little abbreviation, Christine. But yeah, that's what I mean. All right, so I'm pushing this down for a second. I came late, but I just wanted to pass by and say hi. Thank you, Afterglow, for stopping by tonight. No problem. Like I said, I'm going to be finishing up this build right here, and I want to make sure this build is done for those who need the inspiration. And then we'll probably call the stream a night because it's been like 2.5 hours. Sometimes these builds take forever. This is why I do speed builds. Like, so many people were like, can't you do slower videos? I was like, well, my builds can take up to 2 hours. And as you can see, it's took about 2 hours. So that's why I don't do actual, like, you know, videos in real time anymore. But the streams, though, are nice because now y'all can see them at a slower pace. So that's why I'm thinking we'll do streams for sure on Saturdays. Well, alrighty then, I have some research to do, for sure. Only certain consoles can be magical, though. Just a heads up. You could break your console if it's not. So, that is something to think about. Alright, so I'm putting those bookshelves there to cover up that gap. And then here is the start of our building. As you can see, it's starting to come along. And then what we're going to do now is place, because we don't want this to be super... I do try different city themes. On my channel, we do all different aesthetics. Like, if you aren't on my Instagram, definitely go make an Instagram account for that reason. You're going to see what I'm doing off of YouTube. I literally will do basically every single theme out there. However, I'm messing on this Japanese island until the update comes. So that is kind of like what I'm doing. But a lot of my Japanese followers have been upset because we didn't finish a Japanese series that I started like forever ago. And I just ran out of honestly, I just ran out of time. I had no time to work on it. So I'm trying to do more builds like this for those people who really do need that help. But I mean, like I said, I'm doing a kid core theme right now, but I'm waiting until the update comes. I also have a winter city that I'm going to be working on. It's going to be based off of New York. So Christmas in New York theme. I mean, I have a lot planned. I'm just waiting for the update to come. But I've done like a lot of different aesthetics. I definitely recommend checking out my recent YouTube video that I just posted. I revisited all of my dream addresses. So if you don't have Instagram, every single island that I've created is on that video with the dream address. And I've done 15 different island themes so far. So definitely go check it out. Oh yeah. Wait, who calls it Japan core? I've never heard that. That's so weird. Wanted to say hey, Nora, before you go. Been here lurking. Thank you, Carol, for catching the stream today. But I've never heard someone say Japan core before. That's really weird. It's not really a core, though. I mean, like, I'm really bad about saying, like, you know, for example, like, I love industrial themes, so I'll say, like, trash core. But I've never heard someone use the term Japan core. Yes, I am going to be doing, like, Christmas in New York. So that is, like, already have the save planned for that. Like, it's already ready to go. So I'm very excited to be doing that. I'm just waiting to do that. I refuse to be that one person who does a Christmas theme during like fall. I just don't want to do it. Even though I'm doing like a cherry blossom island right now, but you know what I mean. I want to save my holiday stuff for during the holidays because it just makes me more excited for said holidays. I really wanted to do like a Halloween island, but I just didn't have time for it this year. So I'm kind of bummed out about that, but maybe next time, you know? All right, so I'm going to be using these windows instead. I thought it was just city core. Christine says, no, There are so many different cores, apparently. Cores that I've never even heard about. I just know trash core, cottage core, and city core. That's the only ones I know of. I've heard people saying Japan core or Japanese core, and I was silent. Okay, that makes me cringe a little bit. Because I don't think of Japanese culture as a core at all. Like, it's not a core. That's so weird to me that someone would say that. But, all right. Hi, Nora. Do you know if there was any magic for choosing your starting island layout? I've been looking for my ideal layout for a while. Well, I just kind of, like, wing up all of my, I wing all of my builds. So I really don't come into anything with, like, a specific layout. But you are definitely welcome to go visit my dream addresses. I just did a YouTube video on there, and you can kind of see how like each layout changes per theme that I do. I would definitely suggest thinking about like what you want your entry to be. That'll help kind of like determine how your island transitions. For example, I really wanted my island's entry for this theme to have like a Tokyo styled entry. So I made that my entry, and I've been just kind of like working off of that. So definitely figure out a build that you can transition with. That's what I've been saying, like making a whole country aesthetic. That's so weird to me. And now with new items, there's going to be more core themes probably. But like I've always said, cottagecore, trash bags are my cottagecore. So that's just what matters to me most. Maybe I can just like do like a really ugly like combination and call it a new core. Can we do that? Yeah, I'm cringing just thinking about someone saying Japan core. Like, when has Japanese culture been a core? It's not. Oh, man, that would bother me so bad if someone said that. All right, so now we have our front side done right here. And I really need to go code hopping, but maybe we can do like a sitting spot here at some point. And now, hopefully, this will give you some inspiration on what you can do for your city core buildings if you're doing a Japanese city. But we are going to go ahead and fill this all in with stalls. So unlike, yes, trash bags are top tier. So unlike with this building, as you can see, we use bookshelves and stalls. For this one, so I'm trying to give you Japanese fans over here. We're going to do a different style. This is just going to be stalls. Spring core. It's cottage core, but with yellow. I like spring core. I just can't get into it for some reason. Like, I really want to get into spring core, but every time I try to, I just end up hating it for me. But I think they're so pretty. Like, I love visiting other people's islands and natural themes. I always go to their islands. I'm like, wow, this is really pretty. Then when I try to do it, I'm just like, wow, I'm trash at this. So that's like how I feel every time I go to those kind of islands. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place these stalls here. And I'm going to leave this open because this is what we're going to do for these. We're going to fill all of these in with lanterns. So when you're like, you know, playing at nighttime, oh, look at Chrissy. It's all going to be illuminated. The codes you are using are in your Instagram. Every single code, yes, are on my Instagram. However, if you're interested in like, you know, other codes too that I've been using on my Japanese islands, I do have like older videos with it, and they're in the video's description. But I have a ton of different Japanese codes that I haven't even used yet, and I just kind of like hoard codes. So you're gonna find a ton of different like Japanese codes on there. Let's see. Trying to catch up on there. I was thinking of restarting my island. Can you recommend any DIY/furniture islands where we can just grab what we want? I'm too lazy to collect them all again. My Discord has free treasure islands that you can get. So we host these as time allows, and usually they're, I mean, when I say as time allows, I mean like every single day usually is when someone has one open. There's only a few of us that have magic consoles right now, so definitely keep that in mind that we do try to host these as often as possible. This looks really cool so far. Thank you so much. You've watched all of my videos. Oh my gosh, that means a lot. I am not, but people say I look Chinese for some reason. Like if you want to see what I look like, I was on a collab video with Consulcato like a day or two ago, and I also had pictures of myself on my About Me highlight, and we did like a stream style video a while ago. But people say I look Chinese because I'm like super pale or something like that. I don't know. I don't see it, but people say I look like I'm Chinese. Which, I mean, I'm not going to complain about that because people from China are beautiful. So, okay. How do you get cherry blossom trees outside of the cherry blossom season? Time travel. So I'm in Southern Hemisphere right now, and I time traveled to October, which is cherry blossom season for Southern Hemisphere. In Northern Hemisphere, it'll be in April. So you only get cherry blossoms for like 13 days, I want to say. I think it's 13 days. It's true, her Discord server saves my Animal Crossing career. Yes, the items help a lot. I wish I had access to treasure islands when I didn't have, you know, a magic console. It would have saved me so much time, so much crafting. Honestly, for those who don't have magic consoles, I'm really hoping that you get some sort of bulk building kind of a thing. Because you know how like they make us like build one thing at a time? Like if you have enough materials to like craft, let's say 20 bookshelves, craft them all at once. I really hope y'all get some sort of thing. Super pale. I'm very white. Like I am like sour cream white. I don't tan. I'm very, very pastel. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing though. Like, I know that a lot of people do like fair skin, so I will embrace it. But it's really hard to like find, you know, like especially when I'm like live streaming with a face cam, I'm just super freaking bright because I'm so pale. Hopefully I'll have that adjusted for next stream when I'm doing the dream address like tours. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and customize some of these lanterns real fast. And like I said, we want this to be super glowy. So we're going to line all of these with lanterns. Now, if you want to reduce lag, don't decorate every single stall. You can also put just one table lamp on there. So this is going to be the red lanterns, again, that I used over here. And it's just the table lamp customized, as you can see. Found that code under criteria, search lantern. And I'm going to align all of this with those. The reason being is if I go at nighttime and if you don't time travel, this is going to give your island a lot of really pretty illumination. And it's just going to feel super glowy. Trust me, the extra details matter. Because look, when I'm walking through this side, I can see the lanterns. When I'm walking at this angle, I can see the lanterns. That's why I try to think about those things when I'm building city core stuff. Because I want the little details to matter. So that's kind of like how my brain basically works when I'm doing builds like this. Anyways, we are now just going to go ahead and place 2 more right here. And then basically, I think the bottom of this build is pretty much done. Obviously, we have a lot. Okay, did not mean to place that there. This is why I said I wish we had a hitbox like on Stardew Valley. Let me pull this out and see where it's at. Okay, yeah, we need to adjust that. But yeah, so obviously we need to do a lot of detailing still throughout this island, but I'm trying to just basically do a really nice, simple build for you that you can recreate on your island. This is basically a slower, updated version of my first video of a style like this. So hopefully this helps those who needed some slower help with this particular style. My island is getting laggy, but I'd love to have those lanterns though. Oh yeah, I always tell all of my friends, I was just like, laggy islands are the best. Like someone's like, I don't do city core because it lags. I'm like, and that's a bad thing? Laggy islands means that there's a lot of detail. That's not bad. All right, so this is basically how that strip is gonna look for now. Now, I can also pull this down if I wanted a little bit, which actually I probably need to do because this is going to be the whole entire building, like all this terraform right here. One second, my cat is like trying to get on my lap. She's been like meowing all night, and I think it's because she wants me to hold her. All right, so I got my cat now on my lap. Yes, laggy islands are the best. All right, so I'm pushing these down just a little bit, but basically this whole entire strip right here is gonna be lanterns. That way, when you're at nighttime, it's gonna be super glowy and, you know, pretty looking. So we're pushing this all down. Island lag go brrr. Love it. All right, so we're gonna need one more stall, but now this is all illuminated. So we're gonna go ahead and check my inventory real fast. I'm pretty sure we have one. We do, perfect. So let's go ahead and place that. Once again, let's check and see if we have a table lamp. I'm wondering if I don't. So let me go check my inventory real fast on my magic thing. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and place 2 more. So 2 more lanterns on the end right here. And this is kind of how I did Hyun City. So if you visited like my other Japanese islands, Hyun City was full of lanterns and illumination. This is one of the most simple builds that you can do. But it doesn't look bad. It's like a really simple build. And now I'm just gonna go up here and start working on the top. As you can see, we have a gap right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this terraform out. Yes, Toby's items suit so well. I really wish we had more items like this. I'm hoping that there is more items that we don't know about for Japanese islands in this update. Which I'm pretty sure there is going to be a lot more content that we are unaware of, but it'd still be great. I tried to join your Discord, but it says the link is expired. In the future, you can always know that the Discord link is this. Hold on. I'm typing it in. Discord.gg/. /horriblegaming is our fancy Discord link name. You can just search that on your browser. It's because we are a 3-star. Are we a 3-star Discord? Yeah, something like that. We're like the highest level you can get on Discord. So we get a fancy URL link, but it's always going to be that. All right, so now we can go ahead and start filling this all in. So what I'm going to do is take that plank stairs code that I'm using as siding, cover all of this. So I'm just going to fill all of this in. And then what I sometimes will do for builds like this is I can start actually adding terraform into this. I'll show you what I mean in a second. But we want to make sure we get our decorations done on the ends, because once we add that terraform, it's going to be a pain in the butt to decorate, you know, those small spaces. So we're going to go ahead and fill all of this in. And once we get that done, we can go ahead and start, you know, decorating more. So up here, we're going to place, I think it looks like we have room for 2 stalls. But we're definitely going to be placing our stalls right here at the edge. This is going to add more tiers to our build. And I want to say that we only have room for 2. It looks like we do. I'm actually going to like pull this down a tiny bit just so we can go on the other side and push it down. So we're going to be pushing that all the way to here. So you have 2 options you can do here. You can use the antique wardrobe to fill that in, which is one item, which is honestly really ideal because it's gonna like make your island a little bit less laggy. Girl, you are my biggest inspiration. That means so much. Thank you. And we're gonna push this all the way at the end right here. So now when we go to the bottom level, and I know there's a gap there, don't worry, I'm gonna push that down. But now when we go down here, you can start to see that the side of this is starting to come to life. If you don't like that this sticks out, that's easy. All you do is push these stalls down a little bit more. I love your building, the way you decorate. That means a lot. Thank you. Honestly, it's just been a lot of practice. Like so much trial and error. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep this building, but I wanted to go ahead and make sure that before I ended the stream, that y'all had one more building example that you can easily recreate on your island that is easy to follow. So I thought doing something like my first Japanese video that we did in a slower pace would be ideal for that. And like I said, if you don't want this here, that's fine. You can even go, and I'll show you how this would look. You can remove that. Pull this down until you hit that last square. So you're going to have exactly 1 square for a gap. And now you have several options. And I'll show you what those options are. If you are somebody who doesn't want the stalls to go that far down. Which is not a bad thing. That means it's going to lag a lot less. If you reduce just 1 stall, trust me, 1 stall being removed will make that difference. So you have 2 options, like I said. You can use a utility pole in the middle to kind of like space it out a little bit. You can also take yourself another drink machine. So what I like to use is either the black one or the white one. And you can place the drink machine, if I can find it, right here at the end to cover up that terraform. Just like kind of like add another city core aspect. You can either put it that way or you can turn it this way, whichever you like best. So that fills up the gap. But if you're somebody who's like OCD like I am about everything, because I struggle with that in real life, like it sucks. So putting something like that would look nicer. So putting that right there will cover it. But yes, so now we're going to go ahead and place the utility pole right here. So now that is how you can transition with some building, adding a little more elements to it. And then what you can do from this area is kick up that tile and then put yourself down a tree. And you can line all of this down with trees, but I would leave this alone so you have like your crosswalk, you know, not being blocked. But you can put another tree right here. These are stage 3 trees that I'm planting right here. They will grow. I just don't have any full grown ones at the moment. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab some of those real fast. Let me go ahead and do that. But this is kind of like how I did my first city core builds in a way. So hopefully this gives you some inspiration. Let's see, do you prefer making your own path for your theme or searching? So like I said, this row right here is by GUMITTO, but I did make some add-ons to it. So I made like this diagonal crosswalk. But for the most part, I swear by GUMITTO on Instagram, their road design. If you don't know who that is, check out my latest video on road tutorials, and they are linked with the MA code. So you can go like check out those roads. But I prefer using other people's roads for 2 reasons. Making roads are really hard. That crosswalk, just that angled crosswalk, took me almost all day to make. So they're really hard to do. I'm not an expert on it. I'd rather just, you know, use other people's designs and also promote the creators. Because I mean, like, roads are really difficult to make. So if I can like reshare their design, help them get some exposure, I want to. So that's kind of like what I usually do. I definitely like searching on criteria search as well. Like if you go on criteria search, you can also search in the keyword road, and a lot of roads come up too. So sometimes I'll lurk on there. So yeah, this is something you can do on your city core. And you see how right here isn't finished off? That's okay. You can put either a leaf pile there or a bench. But then now we're adding more of those beautiful cherry blossom trees. So that is something I like to do when I'm, you know, building buildings from the side. It also kind of like fills it in a little bit more too, and makes it feel a little less bland. So that's another reason why I like doing stuff like that. And like I said, I need to go code hunting, and I know like watching people search for codes is not the best thing in the world, so I'll do that on my own time, so y'all don't have to like suffer through me looking for codes. Give me 1 second, I need to pick my cat up. All right, got her back on my lap. She like hopped off, and then she was like meowing for me to pick her back up. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go on this side, and just like with the stalls right here, we're gonna do the same pattern going through right here. So I think I already have some in my inventory. I do, perfect. So now we are gonna go ahead and fill this in. Wow, your island is gorgeous. What the? Thank you so much. That means a lot. This is just a tutorial that we're doing on this stream. Hopefully it helps somebody with their island, because it's like a recreation of an older video that I did. The older video was actually really sped up because at the time I was very new to how to edit videos. It was a lot faster than a speed build should have been. So hopefully a slower version of it will help. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and place this at the edge, and now it's even. So now for this spot, like I said, you can either fill this in with antique wardrobes, and I usually would do the black version of it, but you see how like now there's starting to become a gap right there? You see how there's like a small little gap? Sometimes it's really hard to see. So you wanna make sure when you're terraforming like that, it's flushed. It looks like it's flushed against there, perfect. So now I'm gonna fill all of this in, make sure that it's up against there. The reason why I'm double checking that is because I'm gonna be placing some items up there. So for example, I'm gonna probably use a lot of Zen fencing as a rooftop up here. So I'm making sure that this is filled in. Now there's another cool thing that you can do for a build like this. If you want to make your builds really interactive, like let's say you're playing on your island, it's sunset time, standing up here, you get basically like a bird eye view of your island. It's pretty cool. I love doing lookouts like this. So sometimes when I'm doing stuff like that, I'll make like a little space right here so I can climb up with the ladder. Especially with the new update coming, you could even like place a little ladder right here, and now you got yourself a really cool little lookout spot. So let's say I want to go ahead and just like prep this for a lookout, which is something that I did on my first Japanese island. I would do little lookouts like this on my builds. So fill this all in with just like a plank code to look like it's part of the rooftop. You can even use just this code over here. It honestly just depends on whichever you prefer the most. Sometimes I'll just use that code, but if I wanted to make sure it felt like the rooftop, just fill this all in right here. Now I have like an interactive spot with this city core build too. You could even put like, you know, that Sakura picnic set. I forget what it's called. I think it's just called picnic set, honestly. But now you have like a little spot where you can just like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just, I don't have the sit emote right now, but you can just sit up here, look at the sunset, etc., finish off the build. So I think I'll actually leave that right there because it makes it interactive. So like I said, to keep that being able to be accessed, what I would do is you won't be able to see this gap anyways from the other side. Pull this down enough then you have your ladder. I don't know if I can climb up there yet. Okay, I can. Cool. So now you have like a spot where you could climb up and look around. So that is an idea you can do. But for those who don't want to make it interactive, push this down. Hi, welcome to the stream. Push that down, and then we'll go up here. And this is something else I like to do is you see those little square spots in here. A lot of y'all ask me, how do I incorporate greenery onto my city core? Sometimes I'll take the item bush, like, you know, the azalea bush or whatever bush that you have right now in your inventory. I'll place those right here, and it adds a little bit of extra greenery. It's just like a really small hidden detail. But if someone was really trying to look around, then I have like a little bit of greenery going up out there. So that's something that I really like to do. And then I'll take Zen fencing. I love using this as rooftops. It's like my go-to. Yeah, it would be great with the new ladder kit. So then now I'm just going to go ahead and fill this all in. And I've incorporated a rooftop-like texture onto my city core build. I honestly really hope we get a lot of great new items that can help mimic rooftops. I wonder if we're going to get something that can replace the stall in general. But I do like that I can customize the stalls with like any design code. So hopefully if we do get a new stall-like item that we can use for city core exteriors, we'll be able to be customized. So then I fill this in. And now that is basically just, you know, part of my rooftop. The stream has been good. Once I finish up this build, I'm probably going to end it because we've been streaming for a few hours. And I'm kind of hungry and tired. Like earlier, I had Pringles for dinner. So it's like now my body's just like, Nora, that wasn't food. We need food. So I'll probably make like some food after. But now I'm going to go down here. And I'll show y'all how this is looking. So basically, like I said, this is a recreation of one of my older styled buildings. But it's a nice filler. It's very simple. When you're walking down, as you can see, there's a lot of dimension and textures to it. And so what I do from this side right here is fill in with more stalls. So we are going to go ahead. It's nice that we can just place... Hold on, I have to move my chat over. It's not that we can just place a ladder on our speedboats while working on them. For sure, I agree. Oh my gosh, I made it to my first live. I'm so excited. This is my first actual live stream on YouTube, so thank you so much for coming back. I am excited to finally be streaming on YouTube. Like I said, I used to stream a lot on Facebook, so it feels good. It feels good to be able to connect and talk with everybody. And trash dinner for the trash queen, pretty much. My mom was like, what did you make for dinner tonight? I was like, I had Pringles. She's like, seriously? You're on your own and that's what you had for dinner? I was like, I'm too lazy to cook, okay? Yes, 100% chance I would eat Pringles for dinner. I had cake for dinner too before. And my mom's like, what have you done with yourself? And I'm like, I'm living my life to the best it can be. Like, my kid had cake for breakfast once. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're like the coolest mom ever. I'm like, heck yeah, I am. All right, so we are going to go ahead and place, let's see. I'm not sure when you exactly left, but we are working on another idea that you can do on a Japanese island. So we're working on this kind of city core exterior. Don't worry, once the stream is over, you can scroll through and kind of like see the highlights of what we did, because it'll be up just like a video. So it'll stay up as long as I don't delete it, which I don't plan to. I've never joined a live before, and I'm excited it's yours. I love your videos. Thank you so much. That means a lot. All right, so for this area, we're going to go ahead and take our terraform out to be able to place another stall. And when I'm doing builds like this, so you know how like over here we layered this with lanterns? I want to try to reduce this laggy island that will definitely be laggy. Trust me, it's going to be very laggy. I want to reduce that as much as possible, so I'm not going to decorate these. As a Japanese person, I'm pretty proud of how you build. I grab inspiration for your builds. Oh my gosh, that means a lot. Like I said, my brother was in the military, so he was stationed in Japan for 10 years. A lot of my inspiration comes from his visitations and videos. I dream of visiting Japan. I want to visit so bad. So I envy y'all's architecture. Okay, so this code, the building right here. So if you go onto one of my previous videos on my Zen garden build, you're from Japan or do you live in Japan? Anyways, so if you want this code right here, It is inside. On one of my previous videos, we did like a Zen garden. It's these windows. I'm running over here so y'all can see. These windows right here, the very bottom, it's inside that same code. It's a deck code, and it ended up working really good for a building exterior. So I'm using it as building exteriors. So it's technically a deck code, which is a good thing because if you do like a Zen garden area, now you have like a deck as well. So it's like a multi-use code. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and place the stall. But yeah, so my brother, he was stationed in Japan for 10 years. So a lot of my inspiration comes from his, you know, when he lived there. You are from Japan. Gotcha. That's amazing. I envy that so much. It is so beautiful there. I love everything about Japan. Wow, fell asleep and stream is still going. Okay, so Danny, this is why I tell people it is unrealistic for me to do real-time videos. Because as you can see, for doing 2 builds, we have spent 3 hours trying to finish it. This is why I like doing my speed builds. I see, thanks. I'll go check out the video. No problem. Usually on all of, like, I have a playlist dedicated to my Japan-inspired builds. Usually on every single video, all the codes will be listed. If you have an Instagram account, my Instagram is linked also in all of my videos. And I have like highlights of every single code that I used to. And highlights are clickable circles that I label. So I'll put all my codes on there too. And there's also a lot of really nice ones too that I'm not using at the moment. Like I said, I think my plan for this build is to do Tokyo meets a rustic-y kind of village vibe. I know that sounds really weird, but I can't realistically do Tokyo right now because we're limited on modern builds. So I think that is what my plan is. I'm going to combine basically Kyoto styled buildings with modern architecture. At least that's my hope. So hopefully it goes well. I'm not sure what to expect with this. I had the island originally set during like green season, like with spring trees, but not like cherry blossom. So like everything was like green. Oops, I didn't mean to climb back down. And I ended up changing it to cherry blossom because I really just love the blossom trees. Okay, so you see how right up on this end right here, how we have like this weird gap going on? That's okay. What we're gonna do for this area, just like I've done on the previous awkward spots like this, I'm going to take the Blossom View and Lantern. It's just going to fill it in a little bit better. We're going to take 2 of them. Let me go ahead and get those real fast. So we're going to take 2 of those and put 1 on each end. I would donate, but I don't have money. So instead, I will sub. Honestly, subs mean way more to me than donations any day. So thank y'all for being awesome followers. Let's see. I hope when you get webcam working, you can show us the cat. I will definitely show y'all my cat. She's super annoying, and y'all can make fun of her with me. She's really fat, too. Hello. Oh, my neighbor state. Hi, Texas. Hi from Louisiana. She is so fat. Y'all, like, I fill my cat's food dish up. She'll eat her food dish and then go eat the dog's food. Then she'll go eat my food. Like, she is fat. You should probably do City Skirts Tokyo with some temples and shrines. So that is what I was thinking about doing. Do you have any like recommendations of what you would want to see on this? Because like I said, right now, like the front of my island is like I'll go towards it in a second. I'll show you what my layout is. But if you have any recommendations for the theme that I'm trying to go for, because that would be very helpful. Like I said, we're really limited on items. So I thought like including somehow using like brown architecture into this would be easier because we have a lot of access to codes like that. But that's kind of like what I have going on so far. But like this is my entry. So normally I would do like a giant glass building right here. But I'm hoping if we get more custom design spots, I can do more crosswalks angling to go down here. Also, thank you so much for joining my stream. We don't have much time left into this stream. We've been streaming for 3 hours, but don't worry. I plan to stream every weekend as time allows. Maybe a port like for boats and stuff or oceanside Japanese town. Ooh, I like that. I want to do like a rural Japanese theme, but I'm waiting for the update. Hi from Sweden. Glad I popped in and had a chance to be a part of this. You rock so much. Awesome soul. Oh my gosh, thank you. That means a lot. I'm so glad. There's so many of y'all from like everywhere. It'd be amazing if you built a Zen rune for your rock garden. Oh, I'm actually doing that on like a fall Japanese theme that I still need to finish. I mean, if y'all want to see a different Japanese theme, don't be afraid to tell me, because I like to do different builds on theirs, because we can always do like, you know, a future build in a different video. But I do want to do an updated, better version of a cherry blossom city. So it's definitely like what I'm trying to do right now. And I have a very specific style in mind, so it's going to be like super hard to do. But I'm confident I can do it with a lot of trial and error. Like I said, tonight I wanted to focus on slower builds and like basic, simple buildings that you can do. So like we did this one tonight. It's a very simple build. So if you're doing something more like my other Japanese islands that I've done, this suits that aesthetic much better. Oh, okay. Let me Google it so I can like look at the architecture, but I'm pretty sure that's doable. Let me pull it up. I do have the creator code. This is by GUMITTO. I don't know if you're on Instagram, but she is on my Instagram, all tagged and stuff. It's the same codes. This is actually by me right here, this crosswalk, but it's an addition to her code. And I have my MA code that I showed earlier, and I know like pop it in obviously now if you need it now. That's not going to help, but what I'm trying to say is when the stream is over, I'll edit the video's description of it and I'll add the road codes that you need to be able to use. But her design code is on my road tutorial video. We just did a road tutorial about a few weeks ago, and it's with gray roads, but the black roads are in the same MA. And then of course the road additions that I've made to it. Park fence, walk fence, and hard fence are going to be perfect for rural Japanese island. Oh my gosh, exactly. Right when I saw Harv's fence, I screamed. I'm so excited for it. The original Happy Game Home designer has glass partitions in it. I'm really hoping that we get that on this new one, Carol. I'm crossing my fingers. I went to Japan like 2 years ago, and this looks pretty similar. So like this right now is very, I want to say it's more Kyoto styled, this architecture at least. I'm trying, what my plan is for my actual island. Like this ended up going from me working on my island to let me help those who needed help on their islands kind of a video. I'm trying to make this one more actual, like legit Tokyo vibed, but then we ended up transitioning over to a building tutorial that was a little bit slower paced because somebody needed help on an apartment. So we ended up transitioning from me working on my modern styled buildings. So I'm going to probably tear those down when the stream is over so I can continue to keep my Tokyo style. But we ended up doing builds like this so we can help out those who are doing a different theme from me. But this is definitely my favorite style of doing Japanese builds like this. Like I said, I really hope that we get more items because my modern style that I really want to incorporate into this is going to be very difficult. So what I'll probably do is swap out a few codes to make it feel a little bit more modern, but I'm thinking my best bet at this rate is to still combine some brown codes with like modern exteriors. Oh, a bamboo forest. Okay, so you are like the second person who has suggested that location. I'm going to Google some of these locations once the stream is over to get some inspiration. I'm not even going to lie, anime definitely does help with some inspiration, even though I don't watch a lot of it. I've been rewatching, like I said, it's an older anime, so a lot of people don't know about it, but Samurai Deeper Kyo with, or a lot of people know it as Demon Eyes Kyo, is one of my favorite animes. So I love getting inspiration from that. Let's see. Also, oh, hi, all of your builds are so beautiful. Thank you so much, Gracie. Welcome to the stream. Sadly, we're going to be ending the stream in a few minutes. We've been streaming for 3 hours, but don't worry. Once the stream is over, you can lurk and kind of see what we did on the other build. We're going to focus on finishing off this side of the build, and then we will call it a night. And if y'all have any specific builds in mind that you would love to see on my channel, things you're needing help with, we can always do a speed build video on it, but I absolutely don't mind at all turning streams into helping y'all out with slower builds too. Like like I said, someone earlier needed help on apartment builds. So we ended up transitioning from me just working on my Tokyo style to a build that helped them out. But like I said, I'm probably going to tear these down because it's not really going to suit the actual aesthetic that I'm going for on this island. But I'm hoping that something slower like this will help. I am going to build a school. I want to do a very modern styled, anime styled school. So it's going to be probably a little bit different from what I've normally done school-wise, but I'm trying to do something very modern. So once I do make the school, I promise I'll record that because I want to add it to our school playlist videos that we have. Like right now, I think we only have, what, like 3 videos for a school? Maybe 4? I can't remember how many school videos we have, but I want to add that for sure to our playlist. And worst case scenario, if it becomes, well, not worst case scenario, but if it becomes like me building it on a Saturday, we can always stream it too. But be ready to know that school builds can take a long freaking time to build. So it might be a several hour stream, whereas on a YouTube video, I can fast forward everything, you know, like adjust my speed and stuff. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see. All right, so for right here, I don't want it to lag. So what I suggest from this right is, you see where I'm digging the hole? This is where we'll put our tree to cover up any weird gaps that we have and add more trees and stuff to our island. So I need to push this down actually just a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're not going to decorate this side because, like I said, we're trying to reduce the lag. So if you're somebody wanting to do city core, but you need to reduce the lag on your island, I suggest definitely avoiding decorating every single stall as best as you can. I'm going to go on this side, and you see how I've left a gap for this utility pole? I want to try to recreate that same layout. So I'm pushing this down just a little bit more. So it's kind of like, you know, symmetrical, but it's not too matchy. How do you get panels? So Nook's store sells simple panels. They come in different shades. If you don't want to wait for Nook's to get your simple panel color in that you want, definitely join my Discord because we have free treasure islands and we have all the items that I'm using for on those said treasure islands. Make sure when you join to follow all the server rules. And if you still need some help, make sure you head over to the questions and help channel. You'll see it upon joining, and we will have somebody on the mod team help you out. Discord can be really confusing to use at first. Trust me, when I first used Discord, I was like super confused on how it worked. Once you get the hang of it though, it's a really fun place to hang out because you get to know me better as a creator, and you also get to make some friends and get free Animal Crossing items out of it. I'm just saying that's like a good package deal. You can also see me make a fool of myself almost every single day. Like the other day, I accidentally yelled at one of our members named Ethan because I thought he was reacting no to me announcing my stream today, and he was spelling out my name, and I was like, just kidding. I was like, bye. Just kidding. Didn't mean to make fun of you. But yes. I really hope the new update helps with lag. Me too, because like I have a lot of item loading every time that I build on City Core. So if we can have like something to fix that, that would be great. Alrighty, y'all, so that is basically a simple tutorial on how you can do builds like this. I promise we will do some builds on more transitions on future YouTube videos. And like I said, if you just joined the stream, you can rewatch this after and get a slower pace on there. If you don't want to hear me talk, just mute the audio so you can copy the build, because I know, like, obviously hearing somebody talk from stuff that, you know, isn't really important because we just rambled a lot on this stream can be really annoying. So mute this. Let's see. The community posts. Which community posts? The one about the video game? The scary video game community post? Are you talking about like the Dark Pictures game? Let me go ahead and read. How do you make areas feel more full? I have issues with that. We can do a video on that if you need help with it. You're doing a city core? I want to ask. I'm assuming you're doing a city core. do plan to do a lot of transition videos, especially if I'm going to work on this island. So I'll try to document my play as much as possible. Also to add, I obviously will only be streaming on Saturdays as time allows on YouTube. However, when I do get extra time, I love to do like laid back non-professional streams. Like for example, a lot of y'all here, like Danny and Ethan, y'all know that I do my laid back non-professional streams. They're not tutorial streams. They're just literally me working on my island. Like sometimes I don't even have my audio on. It'll just be the music playing and me building on my island. So if you want to like, you know, see what I'm doing on transitions and stuff, I do those streams usually, I want to say 2 times a week. Like I said, it's not a professional stream, so I'm not sitting here explaining and guiding y'all through like what we did tonight. But you'll still get to see me play and see how I'm working and transitioning said areas. So that is an option for you if you're not wanting to have to wait for every Saturday on YouTube or a speed build. Do you think you'll do a medieval theme island one day? Absolutely. If we get more items that we don't know about for the theme, I would be open to doing it because like I am obsessed with Skyrim. So I want to do a Skyrim inspired island, but we're just so limited on the items for it. I feel like the only way to achieve it would be with magic or like, you know, MODS. I'm not going to actually say the word so my YouTube video doesn't get flagged. I feel like that would be the only way to achieve it. And obviously that doesn't help those who need it for actual inspiration. So I'm waiting to see what the update gives us. The subway looks amazing. Thank you. We're taking over the chat. Yes, y'all are. I'm doing a pink city core, so lack of items that go with it is really hard. Yeah, that I've felt that. I'm really hoping with this update we get some more. I think the first time I saw you in a stream, your island has changed in a good way. I'm very impressed. Thank you so much. So like I said, this is very modern over here, and then we go over here and it's starting to not fit my theme. But I'm hoping that these style of builds help bring inspiration to those who are doing a theme around buildings with this aesthetic. Like I said, I'm wanting to keep my island more of a modern style, so I'm probably going to swap these builds out and do something else, but these builds are going to take me some time to brainstorm. However, if you are curious about what builds I decide to go for on this Tokyo-styled island, I'm hoping to record this so I can edit the footage out to put on YouTube. So hopefully I have like a good build in mind and it ends up working out in my head like how I'm envisioning it, so y'all can like recreate it. So hopefully we will have some legit progress on what I'm actually planning to do. But I do hope that this kind of like gives you a better idea on how I did like those builds on Hyun City, the builds on Yoshino, etc. Because this is kind of like how those builds actually develop. Like this is basically the general style for it. Customizable fences will definitely be amazing. You Are Good in Japan is a mix with traditional and modern. I feel like though, I don't know. Do you feel like that if I could get away with mixing in these, because I want to use these codes right here as skyscrapers, like behind my builds, like for perspectives. I'm wanting to do these. In the outskirts of Tokyo, you see it more of like your build. Okay, that makes me feel better. Like what I'm probably gonna do is Google like, you know, Tokyo outskirts and see and get some inspiration from that so I can like look at my codes more. But I am really excited about the fences. Yeah, we're not calling them fences anymore. They're called fences from now on. But I do like the brown codes, but I'm really wanting to see if I can try to find some different codes too. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just really excited that I was finally able to show y'all a slower pace of this. New merch. Trash bags are my cottage core and fences. Trash bags are my cottage core. Yes, we need a shirt with that. The new fences are so pretty. Y'all are never going to let me live that down. I'm going to go on Discord and y'all are going to just say, how do you like your fences today, Nora? But yeah, I think my plans for this island is for sure we're going to do a school. I want to do a school because I do schools on like every city core. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're actually getting ready to go soon, but don't worry, you can also rewatch what we did tonight. And I also want to tell y'all like several things. I can't even English tonight. I want to tell y'all several things before I go. So, like I was saying earlier, I want to transition this over like here and have like an incline going up. That way I can connect this land bridge that I made here going behind my plaza. So it'll have like, you know, a way to go. I would love to do some sort of lookout over here. Maybe we can do like city lookout. So you're like running over here and then the road obviously expands to the other side. And with some traditional shrines, this is going to be amazing. Thank you so much. I am really excited to do a lot of really nice shrines. I feel like a lot of the new Japanese items that we're getting are going to be like, you know, amazing for us. The MA for the codes are actually already provided in a different YouTube video, but I'll be adding them once the stream is over to the video's description. They're by GUMITTO on Instagram. Erin is one of my mods. She can grab you that handle for you right now if you need them. But like I said, they're on a different YouTube video. We're using her light gray versions, but the black ones are inside the same code. Watching Nora's Islands are both motivating and demotivating. That's so bad. I mean, I want to say thank you, but I'm also like, that makes me sad. I don't want to demotivate you. Hey, Nora, I've been wanting to do a Christmas city core, but I'm loving the urban Japanese city core feel. I can do more with the Japanese one. What do you think I should do? I think you should do what your heart is telling you to do. Sometimes I'll go into a build, and once I start working on it, I'll be like, wow, I'm actually really not enjoying this as, you know, like I thought I would be. So then I'll do like my other idea. So if you really like how the Japanese urban feel is, I say try it out. You might like it a lot. And if you don't like it, that's okay. Then you can try your city or your Christmas city. You still have like, what, 2 months almost until Christmas? Play with something else until Christmas comes closer. There's no rush for it. All right, so let's see. Yes, we definitely need those distant viewer things up there for sure. I think it'd be really cool to do some sort of like a lookout. So I think I have two ideas. I have two ideas for this island. Either it's set at nighttime because Tokyo, obviously, lots of billboards, lots of lanterns, etc. So I'm leaning towards either an early AM time or nighttime vibe for this island. If I go nighttime, that means us making use of servers. And servers are really great. I mean, if you watch my YouTube videos, you know what I'm talking about. Servers look awesome for skylines. So that gives us the option of using servers. But we can also go towards, you know, keeping it during the day. So I have no idea what my plan is yet with it. But those are kind of like what I'm leaning on. And if you have a specific thing in mind, definitely let me know. But that's kind of like where, you know, what I'm thinking of. White spots. Like, what do you mean by white spots? I'm trying to look. Transparent without white spots. I mean, I'm using GUMITTO's roads without any like path underneath of it. So I don't know if that helps, but that's what I'm using. Let's see. Putting this down. If you're talking about the white road lines, there is that option, yes. GUMITTO has roads without white and with white. So if that's any helpful information, I hope it is. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Can we see your map before the stream ends? Yeah, absolutely. It's not impressive, though. It's, like, super empty. It's, like, not helpful, like, at all. So, just so you know. But, yeah, that's, like, my map. It's nothing any impressive right now. Like I said, it's super empty because I don't really have anything placed. You can try probably Japanese Island with Christmas Elmer. Oh, then I don't know if I said that right. Let's see. What is my plans for this? So I want to do a large subway area, and I will definitely record that build when the time comes. I want to do a giant school, and I want to focus heavily on modern architecture, which is going to be a challenge. So that's why I am hoping that when I'm trialing things the next couple of days, I'll have a plan. But I do love how all of this is flowing. It feels very modern, very city-like. So it's a little bit different from like my other Cherry Blossom Islands I've done. So I want to keep all of this. So we're going to probably be changing this out to a modern style building. Don't know really what we're going to do yet. I want to save these type of builds probably for somewhere near like a fish market. So I want to move these towards like, for example, I can never say usernames right, but Fernex430 said that they're from Japan and that they have these buildings towards their outskirts of Tokyo. So I'm thinking I want to take what Fernex 430 said and use these still, but make it actually towards like my outskirts. So I will relocate this to like, let's say like my edge of the map, or have like an outskirt city area. You can probably try doing a rice field when they come out. Yeah, that's where I'm thinking that's a really great idea. Also to make use of the sugar cane too. I swear after Animal Crossing, I'm both an architect and interior designer. Facts. How do you fit all your buildings in the beach? I literally just place them all over there with magic. So I know that's not useful, but if you look at this, you have a lot of room technically for placing these. So when I didn't have magic, I would just line them all up just like this and squeeze them as much as I can. Then I'd probably usually like place my shops at the edge. I do have all of my dreamies right now. I might switch a few out because I want Sasha and Shino like really bad. But I have Chrissy and Francine as like my fancy K-pop singers, basically. So I want them on there for that reason. Because I thought it'd be really funny to do like billboards of their face. So what my plan is obviously it's going to be really hard to do modern architecture. I was trying to recreate the station. And obviously it's really hard to do that with the limitations. So my plaza is right here. And I really wish we could edit plaza's exterior. I'm hoping we can, because that does not suit a Japanese city like at all. But I'm hoping that I replace this building over here with something more modern, like Glass Star, you know. Oh, true. Yeah, the magic. But yeah, so we're going to replace this with something more modern. I'm keeping this transition because I really like this. So if you're struggling with transitions, maybe you'll like this layout on your island. And also doing things like this right here is going to bring in more greenery to your city core in general. Because I mean, in real life, if you think about it, roads have, you know, trees and little shrub stuff in the center, like little cul-de-sacs. So you need to add those to your city core if you want it to feel pretty realistic. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to keep this layout right here. I'm just going to replace these with more modern buildings and keep this type of style at the edge of my map. Yes, okay, I was going to do that, but I was going to save the mountain for like my rural theme. I was thinking about doing like a rural fall Japanese island and saving the mountain for that. Because I feel like that would be really pretty, especially with like rice fields and stuff. So I'm trying my best to keep this more like big city. I'm definitely going to Google those locations for next 403 that you told me about, because that's definitely some useful information. That will definitely help me capture my vision. Oh, okay. So in the outskirts, you can see it. If I have enough space, that could be a really cool lookout. Like having like a little, like let's say you're inside a shrine and we could somehow like make it so you can see from the shrine the mountain. That would be really pretty. That's a good idea. I like that. We'll definitely see how much space we have, because as you can see, this is a huge entry. You are such an inspiration, Fallen Superhero, SG says. Thank you so much. That means a lot. All right, y'all. So hopefully these buildings will give you some inspiration that you need for your island. I follow you on Instagram. I didn't know you do lives. Do the lives not save on your channel? This is technically the first live stream that I've done on YouTube. So I have not done a live stream in over a year. So I used to live stream on Facebook only. And that was like 8 months ago. So 8 months ago, I started my YouTube channel. So I'm hoping to start doing these live streams every Saturday. I will definitely let y'all know on Instagram, and you'll get the notification too every time I post a video and go live on Discord too. But I'm shooting for on Saturdays. The time could change because like Aaron knows how bad my sleep schedule is. Yeah, so it could be around this time, or heck, I might be streaming on Australian time zone. So yeah, so it kind of just depends on my sleep schedule. You can do a first perspective area. No, I don't want to do a Godzilla build. Everybody does a Godzilla build. I want mine to be different. What time is it in North America? It is 10. Wow, it's 10 p.m. right now. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. at night here. Y'all are like a day ahead of me. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is basically hopefully 2 builds that can help you on your island. I'm definitely going to be taking Furnax 430 advice for this island. I'm going to definitely do some research on some of these locations that he suggested. Yeah, it is like 9:58 p.m. right now. 5 in the morning here. Why are you awake? 5 o'clock in the morning is too early. Just to let you know, I'm watching from Singapore. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching. And wow, you're all the way across the world. Yeah, I am Central Time Zone. So that is basically what time zone I'm in. But like I said, my sleep schedule is so stinking screwed up like all the time. So I could be streaming around this time, or I might be streaming at Singapore time zone. Just saying, it's super weird. Okay, it's noon over there. Gotcha. I tried City Core but failed. Well, hopefully the videos that we do and streams like this on the weekend will help. Just to also let y'all know before I end the stream, if you want to see what I'm doing like off streams on YouTube, definitely check out my Instagram, because we do content on Instagram that we don't normally do on YouTube. But also on Discord, like sometimes I'll like live stream me playing. I don't talk during these streams usually. Like sometimes I will talk, but usually I'll be like, hey y'all, I'm going live stream right now to just like work on my island. I'll just have like some like simple music playing, and y'all will see how I'm like working and building on my island. So if you're interested in streams like that, you know, just like laid back, no tutorials like streams like tonight was, those streams probably would be really useful for you. Should I start my city core build again at the front of the Dodo airport or outside the town hall? Well, it depends on your layout. So like sometimes I'll connect my city core stuff towards like Dodo like this. It just kind of depends on how you transition it. I think any city core layout works just as good. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for coming to my first official live stream back. It meant a lot to me. I will be doing another stream like this next Saturday. Hopefully nothing gets in the way. Sometimes, like, you know, life comes up and we can't always make a stream, but you can always count on me for doing a layback stream in Discord, obviously posting on Instagram and my regular YouTube videos. Next YouTube video is going to be out on Monday. I'm not quite sure what that is going to be quite yet, but we will have a next, you know, speed build out by then. Thank y'all again so much for all the donations too tonight. For those who donated, that meant a lot to me. Let me read the chat real fast. Where can I get the design for the gray wall-like panels? I'm working on a CGR too. The gray wall panels are just the simple base game simple panel. There's no customization code on it. It is just the base game items gray concrete. Thank you so much for streaming. Catch you next Saturday. Bye, Nora. This was awesome. I know I said bye like 25 different times. Okay, so here's... before we go tonight, I have lived in the South for so long that my mother-in-law has taught me that bye technically means in Southern Louisiana 30 minutes later. So I kind of kept to that. I said bye 30 minutes ago. So I went through the Southern way of telling someone goodbye. So now we are officially in a go. Thank y'all again so much for watching. Hopefully I can end this by myself because I have no idea how to end a stream. I've never done it before. So hopefully we can end this stream. Wish me luck. Watch me sit here trying to figure out how to end a stream for like 40 minutes. I have no idea how to end one. Okay, I figured out how to end the stream. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I will be chilling on my Discord in a little bit. So if you want to hang out with me, I will be on my Discord server in like 10 minutes. I'm going to go make a coffee. And yes, I am going to go make coffee at 10 o'clock p.m. That is just how I work. Thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. It meant a lot. See y'all next week and see you Monday with a new video.